Welcome back, everybody, to Nat One Nonsense. We are back at it again. We have a full house in person today. Everyone is here. I'm excited. This is fun. Um, we're going to hop right into this recap real quick because Oak is Oak is probably really simple to figure out what's going on because last session he was MIA.
You are alive.
Always the good things happen when he's away.
This is true. Um, Basically, Kobolds survived, as well as Sir Thomas. Last session, we recapped that the Kobolds had escaped the laboratory cave in into Ocean Warren's wrestling, which is funny because you were wrestling, blew up a cave, and now you're wrestling again. um, They all met up. Some of their Warren and Rectex summoned their unicorns outside of the caved-in laboratory, and I think Rectex was being all nice and prim and proper with Charlie, just kind of walking around. No, I'm more fancy than you. um, you guys went to the second entrance of where the laboratory caved in, where after a while you guys had figured out that Book was missing. He did not escape the same way that you guys did. He went north and was never seen again. um, but you guys went, and when you came up to the second entrance of the laboratory, there were a few things that you guys found. Um, there was an ear of a human that had three beads on it that indicated that Rectech and Spinesporter knew were signifiers of the Thieves Guild. Um, Specifically, the Thieves Guild that both Rectech and Spinesplitter were a part of 100 years ago. Shadow Deck. You also found that there were scrapes in the ground from like swords. There were footprints of the giant. You would assume Ook, as it was kind of draconic feet. You guys found a dead halfling over the edge, probably a couple, about 50 feet down. To which Spinesplitter found out that he had basically taken a diluted version of cyanide, um, halflings are half a man, so they don't need as much cyanide. um,
Blood coated in my water.
yeah. Um, Sorry, all of last week was a lot. Sir Thomas, or no, Rectech, with the use of his psychic ability for a one-time use only allowed, just to kind of progress the story, was allowed to ping basically where Ook was.
It's canon now.
It is canon now. You were able to figure out that Ook was nowhere near you, rather closer to 3 miles away from you and heading towards the city. Based off your psychic ability, you were able to tell that Ook was barely conscious, but more or less drugged. But he didn't feel like he was in danger. He just felt that he was being shipped somewhere. You guys all started making your way down to the city with a little tidbit of information from Robot, that Robot has made weapons in the past. He's made arcane weapons. That's what that cannon was that you guys saw in the laboratory, but he's made like kind of well scaled down versions of these. As you guys started making your way into the city, you guys came up to a couple of idiots, a couple idiot guards Riding dire weasels.
Dire weasels.
Yeah, dire weasel mounts. You guys basically figured out that these guards were easily bullied.
We didn't bully him.
No, they just guys. You were able to get in touch with your chief. You were able to figure out that Bago, the blue kobold chief of the mysterious island 100 years ago that you had met, who basically passed on chief and the Messiah title to Kieran,
Then promptly disappeared.
then promptly disappeared for 100 years. Who knows the ways of our Lord? You guys figured out that he is currently an elder on a council in the upper echelon of the Arcane City. You basically got in touch with him via stealing basically the magic stone version of a walkie-talkie. You spoke with the guards next in command and basically bullied him into getting Bago on the line. About an hour later, Bago finally figured out that it was you guys. Bago finally figured out that it was you guys. Spine Splitter had mentioned that he was potentially going to burn down a museum, to which Bago promptly responded, "That really gets me going." To which Spine Splitter almost dropped the match right there. And you guys started making your way a little bit further into the city, to which Rectech, having been in the Thieves Guild before, you noticed that there was some symbols carved into just kind of, you guys were in a bazaar, you guys had noticed on like a wooden post that there were some engravings that you noticed were directions to the Thieves Guild. You guys were able to get in, you were able to talk your way in, and we last ended off you guys entering the Shadow Dagger headquarters, where there was a large group of people surrounded by I didn't say what his race was because I had not created him yet, but he was surrounded by a large group of people, book, and a Goliath fighter getting ready to get into fisticuffs, to which you and Spine Splitter know that this is basically an initiation. This is not like a fight to the death. This is, you are either going to win and we'll just get rid of, like, we'll expunge you from the Thieves Guild, or you win and you might become a member.
I immediately find the guy handling bets.
Alrighty. Let me bring you to this map because I think you guys are still on the outside of the laboratory, because I did not have a city map yet. Look, so that I can kind of get you caught up to speed with what happened to you specifically after you had exited the laboratory. And this is just for you specifically. You had exited out that top entrance of the laboratory. Basically, as you were leaving the laboratory to the left, there was dust kind of settling and everything. But there were about 6 or 7 people just standing at this entrance. To which they were very inquisitive as to what happened. They were trying to figure out why you sabotaged their shipment. They were there to get some of those arcane weapons. You not giving them any kind of answer, they kind of tried to restrain you. You fought. You cut a human down.
With what?
Well, yeah, sorry, you would have bludgeoned a human to death, and somehow managed to just with the bludgeoning, you managed to take his ear off.
Yeah, oh, God, no, bitches.
Yeah.
Not anymore.
You guys didn't find that human, but he's probably most likely dead because you were where you were at. It was just a sheer drop off of a cliff. So he's probably dead, most likely. He was only a thief. There was also a dead halfling, but one of the thieves guild, one of the Shadow Dagger agents, were able to get in and kind of nick you with a sword that kind of is like a neurotoxin, to where it just basically just like. Did you ever see the Spies in Disguise movie with Will Smith, the pigeon one, where the Nakamura, he turned into like a bubble? You turned into a flesh bag. No bones flesh bag, basically. It was a strong paralytic.
I became a snake.
You became,
Yes.
so you were still conscious, drugged, but conscious. But they basically were telling us just like, we need you to come with us. They restrained you, brought you with them, and basically so that you can not necessarily prove your innocence, but basically kind of get the respect of the Thieves Guild. They're like, all right, you're gonna fight our toughest thug. If you survive, you won't necessarily be cleared, but you'll have our respect. If you lose, you just won't be in the Thieves Guild. Basically, we'll keep an eye out on you. You'll either leave or we'll keep an eye out on you. But that's basically what it is for you. Now we're back in the real world, or current time. Rectech, you came up to this gentleman at the very top of the map. For you, it's the guy that's got the red circle around him. Tiny little dwarf up here. There is a bag of money on the table, and he's basically got a ledger where he's just been writing down bets. The current bet pool is 370 gold, and is a 5-to-1 odds for the Goliath.
What are the odds on this?
1. It's literally a 5-to-1. They're betting basically the Goliath is going to win.
So it's 5-to-1 for him.
Yes, it's a 5-to-1 for him.
For
So,
Hook, not the Goliath.
yeah.
So you said the
Yeah,
Goliath.
I said it backwards. Yes.
Okay.
So it's a 5-to-1 for him.
Goliath.
Current pool is 370 gold.
I dropped 2,500 gold.
I gave.
Where you at?
Rec
You're
that
at
gold
the
for
you're at the
yourself.
entrance there. By the way, all
Take
of
a
you
note.
had a long rest.
I did. I
So
put
you are
it
no
in.
longer dead.
2,500.
Okay, you are no
So you're-
longer almost dead. You guys have all had a long rest, so
Rec
abilities
puts
will
down
be as.
2,500
How much gold did you say?
2,500 gold on the Goliath. I'm just kidding. On the Hook.
I called it. Son of a bitch.
900.
Yeah, and then 3,000 on the Goliath.
Just
a- just a-
2,009.
Heads or heads. I'm just kidding. Nothing on the Goliath.
I get super excited when I hear the amount, and as I'm running up, I can't distort value so I can further the odds and create a bigger gap in what they believe the odds are.
The dwarf looks at you. Are you casting magic on a bet?
Touch his hand. Never. And I cast.
You cast it. How much did you say against on the Goliath? Or
No.
was that a joke?
It was a joke.
Okay.
I'm just trying to cover my losses in case he loses.
Oh,
See, I'm playing both sides, so I always come out on top.
Like businesses do with the politicians.
Yeah.
I've seen this method before.
If
this
you throw
all-
this, Jake, I swear to God.
is this all gold or is this the platinum or
Gold.
just the gold? Okay.
They'll take your shot.
Yeah, I gave him some of my gold. I don't know who else
that
gave
didn't
gold.
I need to know how much people are betting
not wearing it
because I
right
need
now.
the total
I
amount.
gave Rec
That is
500 for
the
me.
total amount
That's total amount for you or
from us three.
from
I'm
you
so
three?
sorry.
Okay.
I'm so sorry.
It's a single
Divided by
bet.
three.
Single bet.
I don't cast the spell on you because that's not how it works. I touch you and I cast the spell on you to distort the value from which you were just given odds so that it works that way. You just have to be touched in the process. So no magic was ever cast on
Which
you.
is his
I
special.
apologize. I read it wrong.
Yeah.
I didn't need to touch you.
He touched me.
What are you distorting? The odds
So
The
so
value-
you're trying to make it.
or the value of my gold?
The value of your gold, what it carries, but the entire situation. So like the odds, I'm distorting what they see. So if they're 1 in 15, I want to be 1 in 45.
It's currently booked for a 5 to 1. They're betting him to lose.
Right. I want that to be much higher.
How much higher? Because you're also trying to get that much money out of the Thieves Guild, where their whole job is to steal money.
Exactly. Because the odds are so stupid. That's why it's there.
What are you what's the odds?
15.
15. Okay. Thank you. That's a little bit more
It's like
manageable.
one of those H's that keep moving.
We're gonna have to find our
13.2.
way out
The
of this.
invisibility
I got
something just keeps touching you random places.
I just look at it as like any lost wages.
I
I want to put up 100 gold on it. The way I look at it when it's done, like, our wages are now paid.
Attacking, casting spell, or
I
don't care about
your-
I
don't
care
about your ill-gotten gains.
37.70.
Your captain owes us back.
two levels of
For the total
Those
you guys put on plus the
aspect
pot.
of the race.
Yeah, we're
So
trying
that's
to,
total
trying to get you paid.
Incoming
And then
flavor.
just-
I start prestidigitating different voices going, I'm like 100 gold, 45 going over here. Really just skewing everything, pissing off the no or the dwarf completely.
You're just gonna start writing numbers.
It's-
All right.
I know you guys hate me.
Jake's gonna throw this fight.
Oh God, you voted against. Oh, that would suck.
Well, the problem is that Jake could do that, but right now he is not wearing his shiny helmet or his mushrooms.
Yeah, where are you, Sharon?
I just realized I didn't put any money on this. I'm just over here casting spells, like
Yeah,
distorting
I thought you were gonna
everything.
do your own bet, and then you're like,
That's
no.
what
Nope, I forgot I had gold.
You
I'm
guys,
drunk.
you guys hear from the ring, the ring of people. After you guys have placed your bets and everything, a ogre like just an ogre of a gentleman comes between the two of them and begins telling you the rules. All right, here's the rules. We already know that this is kind of a respect fight. Either you're short for someone of your race. And he runs off.
Let him fight.
The work runs away, and a woman that was standing right next to him comes up right next to the two of you. Don't bully my friend. Proceeds to
Seriously?
say, my friend.
I play with
I'd fight her.
You fly in the middle of the ring and bite her.
No, he said someone just came up to you and I and don't make him. Oh.
No.
No.
Look.
I'm sorry, I thought you meant to him and I was like,
No.
fight
No,
her.
no. The girl comes up between Ook and the other guy who's fighting and says, "Don't bully my friend, the orc." It's like, don't bully my friend.
Can I play with the
She-
bell?
Huh?
Can I play with the bell?
The bell?
Yeah, the bell.
You're over there playing with the fighting bell?
I wouldn't recommend it because the moment that this fight starts, you're gonna get decked.
Oh, let him do it.
Let him do- she,
God has spoken. Bang!
she proceeds to say to the two of you guys, or to the two of them, like, "All right, here are the rules." There are no rules. Ding.
Oh, cheers! Yeah, no rules.
Grab his dick and twist it.
Oh boy.
I start creating little images of dick twisting everywhere.
Dude, this is MM.
Gosh, this is an MMA fight, dude. I'm not gonna get through these rules.
Go ahead. I'm sorry.
Let me kill Jake over here with him laughing so hard.
Who's this 5 HP?
The fight is one-on-one. It's hand-to-hand. All physical skills are available to use. No magic, no poison, no cheating. No interference. Anybody interferes, we have people who can see magic. We will know And she looks at you.
She just turns in the crowd.
Okay.
Direct eye
No magic.
contact.
No magic, no
I turn
poison,
and look behind
no
me.
cheating.
No interference.
No
course I'm
interference.
staring.
It's just
It's
a
just
a
one-on-one fight,
Yeah.
basically to see. It's not to see if he was lying about what he was doing. It's just to basically,
I was like, no, I
you
don't
win,
want
you
to
earn our
slide.
respect. We won't bother you for this.
What does
All
the
right,
fun
so what spell
magic?
should I cast?
So, no spells?
No spells,
Okay.
Can I ring the
only physical abilities.
Are we allowed to cheer?
You can cheer.
Can I ring the bell?
Can I ring the bell? Can I ring the bell?
Can I ring the bell?
I'm a god.
Oh my gosh.
The guy who you are fighting walks up to you. Look, this guy is only 10 foot tall. He is a giant. When you go into Giant's Might, you will either be as tall or taller than him. But he is a giant, like a race of giant. He looks at you and says, "So it looks like I'm going to be fighting you."
You know the cockney bastard.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh. Okay.
I'm an honorable fighter. I may be a thug, but I get paid respectfully.
Yeah. Protect your shins very well.
I'm a brawler. Why would I protect my shins?
I take my pouch of ball bearings, and I very loosely tie it to the front of my belt as I stand near the edge of the ring.
I want to run up to the Goliath giant dude and look up at him and give him a high five and tell him good luck with the poison on my hands.
She just
There's no magic. It's poison.
It did say no poison.
I know what it said, but it said people here to detect. They have to detect the poison. You never said they were going to detect that. You said they detect magic.
I said there are people to detect the rules.
Yeah, and they're there. I'm gambling. What's your point?
Okay.
With an 18 perception, can I see what these?
Oh shit! I forgot that's what I should have been worried about.
Oh, not because I'm going to interfere. I just want to see if I can.
He's gonna help.
what am I rolling? Sleight of hand? Hold on.
Sir Thomas is helping?
No, he said I was. I never said I was.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
gave
I
you
just
the
said
eight.
I'm not
It was
going
worth
to.
a
He's on the
interfere.
devotion.
Give
He's
me the
devoted
eight,
to us
you're gonna
kobolds
come
winning.
deep work. Oh, he's pointing for sure now.
But I don't like when they say no cheating and I see cheating.
Nobody's cheated.
Yet.
Yeah.
I'm just simply rearranging the stuff.
Yes, sure you are. Right.
Listen, he's got to balance what he just lost and wait.
Yeah.
I'm looking forward to me trying to explain how I left this on my hand when I got overexcited earlier.
Brother, we hang out too much together.
Wisdom saving throw.
Oh, that. I got wisdom, I think. Saving throw.
We
Hey,
will
it's
say-
not negative.
We will
Kieran's
say
gonna
get
be
a
at
plus
my head
3.
this session.
Good, 11.
11. DC was 14. As you go to give the high five, you no longer can move as the whole person's spell has been cast on you.
Is he out there?
Didn't we say no cheating? No poison, no magic, no cheating.
No, you said no magic, no interference. You didn't say nothing about
He
poison.
did say.
Yes, we did.
He said
No magic, no
Anything
poison, no
poison.
cheating.
I didn't hear
What
about
poison?
Poison would be implied.
You can
magic,
cheat it on
wisdom,
your hand.
What point?
interference.
He did say.
I'm sorry, I got overexcited earlier. If you would like to go ahead and detect the poison in other places, I guarantee you'll be happy. Spread my
I'm
legs
gonna
open.
rush in and just like bear hug him and just drag him.
I'm all frozen in place, being
Like-
dragged back.
Like praying of him.
But yeah, just
Thank you.
Innocent.
to the very edge of the ring,
Just pick him up like a cat.
behind the Goliath.
That's
All right.
what they all
Well,
say.
Oh, cords.
Yep.
So
I don't
this
have
is
my.
just-
I don't have my.
This is just like a normal tavern, right? So
He's
there's
only an
rafters-
average sized man today, I'm sorry.
Just like a normal tavern, so
Yes.
there's rafters and stuff. Wood,
Yes.
wood, so you can fly up to the top and stuff will go
Figured
across the
that's what
top.
we were doing.
Yeah, she can
Damn.
perch.
I perch above the bell
Oh, God.
and just start salivating on it. As I hear,
I thought we were gonna hear.
There's somebody who's not going to
I
get
mean,
caught.
you can hear that on the bell. So because it's acid, It's not going to be that ding. It's going to be more like a thunk.
Oh, I'm not trying to do it. I just want
No, when they go to ring the bell, it's going to be like thunk.
And shatter.
All right. Look, let's go ahead and roll initiative.
shit. Oh, yeah, I think we must have put out my mouth lightly.
Is
What?
Sir Thomas close enough to him from the edge of the ring?
Sir Thomas?
Or Sir Will?
Sir Thomas, but I'm like, what? I mean, I would assume he's close to the ring.
Doesn't he get something to his advantage?
No,
No.
not
Wrong
with this
paladin.
oath.
Sorry, wrong paladin.
Yeah, there's one oath where
Yeah,
you did
yeah.
get it with an aura, but
You miss it. You miss
that was one of your favorite paladins with the watcher.
Only Ook and
They love to watch.
He's enjoying watching this time, but he's not devoted to it.
When he's playing the watcher, he can't look away.
Yeah, remember that one?
oh, I can't.
People
yeah,
see
okay.
where identity
Actually,
people
because he's
Oh,
such a
God.
token, he's not a character.
in Austin and
No, I
Joseph
remember.
and whoever.
Just tuck it back.
Yeah.
Jones and all. I don't know why.
Because
I feel like
that's
you're
your
rocking
pattern,
over the
buddy.
norm.
Yeah.
To get ready
Usually
to
it's
go-
not an issue.
Normally, he's
Sorry,
getting ready to go
I
to
don't
combat.
What is your initiative?
10.
Also just
We have to roll off again.
Music different.
I'm at 10.
I'm thinking about the rolls. Oh, I can take it just to the edge of those rolls.
As long as you beat a 1.
Natural negative tape now. Yeah.
Would you get a
15,
15?
probably.
All right. All right, you can go first.
You said he's a Goliath?
He's a Goliath. Also, so that you guys are aware, both of them are wearing gloves. So that you guys are aware, so that this fight just doesn't drag on. These are gloves that you guys
Lord.
know that you, as the Thieves Guild, people who are already a part of this, these are called gloves of the pugilist. These stack on top of your unarmed strike damage. So it does damage equal to that of like a light hammer, plus your strength modifier and your unarmed strike. So that this thing doesn't just full on drag out. So
I need to get a pair of
Huh?
those for my pack weapon.
yeah.
Challenge accepted.
All right.
Well, guess I'll go into Giant's Might, making sure that's okay with the refs.
That's a physical ability.
I find it toxic, even poisonous.
Knock this guy down to his size, Matt.
Kind of like, I imagine I'm just like a foot taller than him, but just like really thinner, much
Okay.
thinner. Just
He's gonna make punch it.
You're more lanky. You grow more like a tree.
It looks like me, but bigger.
Yeah. He's got a few more muscles. And not wearing a cloak.
it's
It's a duster.
14 hit.
14 does not hit.
All right, then a 29 and 29 does.
What was the third one? You said 29 and what?
20.
Oh, both of them are 29?
Yeah.
Okay, just do that.
Uh, 13 bludgeoning damage.
Was that with the unarmed and the gloves? It adds. So it's
Did you
unarmed.
give him
Oh.
gloves? to, like,
Yes, I gave
equip?
him the gloves.
Okay, that's
So if you want to roll
23.
23.
Yeah.
All right. Where do you crack him? Like, do you have your dice of like where he punches?
Nice.
Chest.
The chest.
Nice.
You just
Slide the chest.
You just full on just wham, wham. Just he kind of just steps back a little bit, kind of staggered a little bit. Like, oh, you got a little bit more punch behind those tiny little fists than I thought. Ooh.
I thought the only thing that's tiny.
Damn.
I look up.
That's right.
Oh, again.
Yeah.
Vicious mockery.
I don't remember the exact phrase he said.
What's that?
I
Oh,
didn't even remember the exact phrase he said.
okay.
Do I have all my armor on just to check?
You have your armor.
Including my helmet?
You can have your helmet
Cool.
With all his shinies?
with all the shinies. What do you mean?
With his.
My bangles are still there, right?
Your mushrooms?
No, my
No.
bangles.
Your bangles?
His expensive items that he hung from his helmet.
Yeah, they didn't take those.
Oh, okay.
They didn't take those.
This is a horrible thieves guild.
It's like Skyrim Thieves Guild. You can steal, but they only steal when given a job. They're like
Lazy.
they're like espionage, subterfuge, all that kind of stuff.
This is great. You paying me? Nope, I'm bored.
Yeah. It's like, why would I do anything for free?
Huh.
So my first 2 hits, 31 each. 30, well, not damage, 31 and a 31
Just
hit.
miss.
Just miss. Okay. The third one was a 16.
That one does miss.
That one does miss. Oh,
I was like, what do you do?
Giants mode or whatever you just did. I need to get a hold of that.
We're all gonna be barbarian.
I am going to ask for you specific. I read your ability. Are the runes considered magic? I'll let you decide that. To like from DM to player, not Book to Fergus.
It does say use magic runes to enhance your gear.
And I will not use the ability that I was going to use. Technically, it is an innate ability that he can use from a giant. It's not technically magic, but it would be.
Oh, if it's a racial thing, then
Hills Tumble. It's a hill giant ability. Basically, he can knock
That's
us around.
innate.
that's a physical one.
Oh, okay. Are you okay with me using it? I'm going to ask you as the DM to the player.
You said any non-magical abilities.
Okay, I wanted to clarify
Then
this.
yeah.
All right.
Get out, bitch.
All right.
Mine just uses giant magic.
Okay.
So where is this guy looking at? What direction on this map?
Yes.
Towards me. This would be
Like
weird.
where are
The-
we facing?
This guy
Looking
and
towards
this
you,
is
you have
what
to look down there.
the picture. The picture
Yeah,
has him
okay.
facing this one. I can't adjust the picture.
He's 10 foot. I'm like 11.
The giant
So
one.
there's the circles drawn, correct?
Yeah, the circle is drawn. That's for everybody. This is Fergus.
I'm a true.
That is Fergus. That is.
Dude,
I don't know why the
make it
girls.
very important.
I'm gonna come down
It's a miracle I can use weapons.
the other side of the circle so that he can see me. And I just start taking a massive shit and staring at him going, hi. I'm trying to distract him without actually interfering.
You behind him on the other side of the ring, you just see me going.
These sessions from Myler.
It's not interfering.
31 points of damage.
Oh.
I rolled really well with the
Called it
gloves.
mage hand.
I rolled really well
But
with
it's
the
magic.
gloves.
If we interfere, then he gets disqualified.
What's interference? If I wanted to mess with him, I was going to send a tentacle in. So
No magic, no poison, no cheating.
that magic would not come from me. It would come from my patron. Good luck.
No magic, no poison, no cheating.
I'll let them deal with.
It's not magic. He's just praying to his goddess.
And then Calypso showed up.
But
and
no,
appeared as all my
no
tentacles.
interference. That's what counts as interference.
Your turn.
I think. Right?
Well,
I didn't
Jordan's
use my ability.
line would probably
I might use it for
very
another go.
close to that, yes. But for
Yours,
me,
however.
mine, I'm outside the thing, just looking out, going, taking it.
So the Goliath sees you.
I run over and light incense and put them into your turd, and we get meditating.
You guys are basically making like a makeshift version of that ooze bomb. It's just a turd bomb.
With a horrible smell.
I'm just waiting because I've got depth charge ready to go. On the outside of the ring, so it's not, it'll just blow shit everywhere.
As long as it does not reach into the ring,
But
it
start
cannot
the
be
discussion
considered.
alone.
God, I'll just do it
I
right
have to do
alongside the
that.
ring so the shit's flat. I can get up. It's worth playing.
It's me. It's me.
17 hit,
17 is not hit.
18.
18 does not hit. You
Fuck
guys have, I'm gonna tell you right now, you guys have the same arm.
Oh, bitch. Fine.
We'll do it intentional.
17 damage. Do I have my shield?
Ooh,
Doesn't it's not a weapon, it's armor.
there's an armor. I'll say you can have it equipped, but it'll be like on your back.
So,
that
I
doesn't-
have it equipped.
Yes. Does that make it 22?
No, I'm gonna turn around and slam my back into him
Okay.
and use
Okay.
shield master shove. So he needs to make a strength saving throw or become prone.
Sick. You said 13 damage?
Try to knock me prone, bitch. Watch this.
Strength saving throw.
17. Hold on, gotta find it. Let me see the saving for this. Oh, it's a dexterity saving throw.
Dexterity?
Yeah.
He's got less dexterity and more. He's definitely weaker.
That's what they called him in grade school.
Beefcake. Beefcake. Hello, Jim.
So what did he get on the dexterity saving throw?
8.
8. Okay, yeah, he definitely fails. Now he gets prone.
But that was at the attack.
Yeah.
All right.
My turn.
It's your turn. Well,
Does he
rules
fall
of
prone?
prone is that I just use half my movement to get up.
Yeah.
If he falls prone, I start chanting Luke's name.
Ook, 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 ook. I will say that you guys can. You know what? This is something I just thought of because you doing that reminded me of something like that. Not another D&D podcast. You guys can help him by giving him like points, like inspiration. If you can get, basically, it will be a contested like charisma, just a flat charisma roll.
Really?
If you guys beat it, he'll have like a D6 of bardic inspiration for it. So you guys will.
I'll challenge your charisma with my charisma. Okay.
It's just like I said. No, it's a flat charisma roll. It's just a regular flat D20.
That's cool.
Oh, without plus or minus?
No modifiers.
Oh, shit, I could have done that one.
I did it.
I can't. Why can I use on modifier?
I got a 19. So it's flat across the board. You guys are yelling about as loud as the rest of the group is for Fergus.
I'm waving at Fergus as I say blow him kisses and
The
leave
guy
presents.
next to me that's chanting for Fergus, an elbow. in his
Just to
stomach.
clarify, so there's a circle, right?
Uh,
There's like a circle, we're all surrounded them, they're
Yeah.
fighting them, and then what's
Yeah.
going on?
Just
All
goes
right,
around.
so we're gonna do this cool thing. You ever seen a hockey game where it was a naked dude that went out to the middle of the field? Summon Faye. I start running 5 foot behind him all the way through as he's naked running across. He looks just like Sir Thomas, but naked. Sir Thomas is screaming. There's just this fiasco going about. As he gets within 5 foot of the prone dude, he becomes Trixie, and there's magical darkness in a 10-foot cube around him. And he stops. And I go, oh my God, I can't see.
Did you just cast magical darkness in the middle of the group?
I fucking did not. I had all my spells back here, and the Fae counterpart cast his Trixie ability inside of the ring. That was not me. He did it himself.
Jordan, I got 2,500 on this fight.
Take our shinies, god damn it.
So I am going to use
Just
one of the
gonna
physical
fireball this way.
abilities.
Well,
Technically, he is not wrong. He did.
No, I'm sitting here. I played within the rules that are there.
I know he is.
Sir Thomas.
And all I was trying to do was help. and he did something horrible. And I'm screaming in the darkness, what is this magical darkness that was not me that cast it?
Sir Thomas is calmly preparing his weapons for the battle he feels will be.
I did not cast
So
it.
he's gonna do the same thing
How
to
could
you.
this person have died?
I had to wait for the spell. to wear off
Basically,
the
he's
last
doing
one.
the same thing to you. He's just using one of his abilities that after his 2 attacks, he's gonna knock you prone. I rolled 2 27s and another 16 for to hit, and did another 31 damage. Jesus. Yeah, he's got a lot of strength. He's beefcake.
Yeah.
Curtis, Slim Jim.
You never, so is my dude there?
Is
or
it
not?
saving throw,
If he's-
or
if
is
that
it
means
just
he's at
prone?
disadvantage.
It's the kill giant when you hit a large or small creature bigger than
I know,
rolls,
because it broke
you
when
deal
you.
damage to it. You can give it the
I know exactly what I did.
Oh, so just flat out prone.
Yeah,
Okay.
but it was on a second hit, so you can use after move to get back up. You can
Good
do
thing he's
another
5 feet
charisma
from
check.
Okay, does it get advantage now because we're helping?
What'd you get?
What'd you get?
18.
All right, so you get a D6
But I
of
wanna
inspiration.
listen
I only rolled a nil.
Yeah.
So you can use that on your attack rolls
All right.
to make sure that they hit.
Give me a dexterity. He needs to make another dexterity saving throw. From
ready.
the prone condition.
Right on.
I rolled another 8.
Well,
D&D
he's fine.
dice are doing the same thing to me.
That means advantage on attacks. First one hits. Jesus.
There goes.
All right. 2 of them.
Did you use your bardic on one of the other ones? It would to see if it would have hit.
Yeah.
You can get the bardic every time
Okay,
that
it'll fit.
when it's your turn.
All right.
So 3 hits. Nice. You roll high on the attack and low on the damage.
3 ones.
Ooh. Is there any modifiers to that?
Oh, there's plenty.
Do you have
Okay.
sandwich attack or anything? Or would that not work on?
Don't think I do.
No.
Yeah.
Keep the damage.
36 damage.
Ooh, nice.
Basically, since he's prone, I'm just going to kind of jump off and just elbow drop him.
Nice.
And the crowd goes wild.
It isn't really a jump since I'm lanky, so I'm just kind of toppling over like a tree. And then I'm going to action surge.
All right.
Stop that. Bardic's only once per turn.
Once.
Thanks. All right, 14 more damage.
We're at the same amount of hit points right now.
That's not good.
That's not good. All right. Going to.
This plan should just start cheating.
But if you're cheating,
What are
you're
you at?
disqualified.
I don't know. 74.
I hit on the first attack with exactly a 20. And he's going to use that prone thing.
All right.
So then the next 2 attacks are going to be with advantage.
This bitch.
Listen, you did the same exact thing.
No, he's cheating. Cheater. Cheater, cheater. That would be you.
25.
So was I not allowed to run naked across after the naked phase?
And 24, so I hit all the
That's right. I know that on the notes.
But it's not. I'll do something else this time because I'm going to run next to him and I'm going to drop to my knees and do grovel, cower, and beg so he has advantage on his next attack. Because that's all I have as a. And it meets all the rules, damn it. And now you have advantage.
He's just straight ignored.
So you take 34 damage.
Oh,
And then he is going to action surge.
son of a bitch.
gonna psychic whispers spine splitter. Like, tackle me. Start a fight.
I won't be able to, guys. I'm sorry.
Where you at now?
See, we could join like dual
First,
motion
but he action surged.
type thing.
All right,
I just crit.
We can just we're uncontrolled.
Tackle me.
he's ignoring all of us.
I know. Start a fight with me.
I'm trying, but he
I come
won't
over
listen.
and push you.
Oh, I dive bomb him. I have no problem doing that.
And the second one does not hit.
All my money.
I thought I had that too.
I'm so sure watching this.
We're not losing money.
Hey,
Oh,
guys,
we're getting it back.
let's all cheer together with the power of Tiamat and
Another
use a breath
24.
attack. It's not magic because
I
it's
rolled
an
very
innate
low
racial
with
ability,
the crit.
and it's a cheer.
This is facts.
Anything
Let's all stand at
I was like, oh my
the
God.
giant.
Your turn.
Bonus action, I'm gonna second wind. Almost max HP on the dice.
Ooh, nice.
That's only 36 health, so
Second,
Don't you
brought me
fucking do any
back
more
to max
bullshit?
HP.
Would us cheering do anything to help him get inspiration?
Oh, you guys can cheer now.
Okay.
It's on his turn.
Warren's gonna go ahead and cheer. I can.
We're all cheering as I'm tackling him.
Yeah, straight up ignoring us.
Mhm.
Look at
He
that
said no
smile creeping on
interference.
his face. Can't ignore us forever.
26 damage to him.
Oh, God. So I'm gonna try to distract him, so I'm gonna go ahead and there's gonna be an unseen servant in front of him. I'm just gonna start doing
Did you
lewd
use
acts
the
in front of him.
death save thing?
What's wrong with him?
I can't.
Oh!
Bonus action to second wind.
No one can see anything but me in front of it. This invisible.
Oh,
creature.
yeah, the mages. I'm not kidding. If we lose our 2,500, it's gonna turn it bad.
No, I
Guess
bonus
it's
action.
gonna turn it overall
This
place.
this whole arc is going south if we don't win.
I start prestidigitating. I call foul. I don't believe what's going on. I don't trust the person in charge.
Can I put on a
avoid second
referee
wind.
uniform? Can I put on?
Spider versus spider?
Can I?
That is-
Question.
Yes.
Not fight related.
Okay.
Can I sneak around and search this outfit for a Ruff's uniform? Like,
Oh,
like, in the
yes.
like in the locker room
Yes.
or something?
Roll me just a D100. If you get 50 or over, you get a ref's uniform.
Finally, you did something he's approving. Like, you can try that
I just enjoyed that this is not fight really.
one. I just want to have the uniform.
Oh, come on. 49 and a half.
He found a beautiful dress.
Not for gravel.
Fuck you.
27, 26, and a 20. Ooh.
Those decks are lighting up.
Wait a
Too.
minute.
No magic.
This is fucking bullshit.
This is
No magic.
Oh,
no
roll 3
poison.
11s for damage. It's a 33 damage.
Oh,
It would behoove you to
well, I
actually
have 4 of them.
let him
So
win.
does he.
what?
I know.
I cast silent image and run my
No,
silent
I
that's
said
all
it
image.
right.
would behoove you to let him win.
Let it play out like it's going to.
It's going to, but the warning has been given.
You can't give the DM.
Well, you sure can.
He
We
can.
do it every game.
I do it to God all the time. Fuck you, God.
I already said that Sigmar's a magic.
Oh man, I forgot in the library again. Me and you and the
Is it
computer
a-
does nothing.
Is it a racial trait ability?
Class feature.
Class feature.
For what?
I was asking him.
I was gonna use one of my Rain's abilities.
Spine Splitter goes and sits on the table where gold is
Mhm.
and just keeps watching. And
Are you shitting on the gold?
No, I just reach over like I'm taking a snack and just start chewing on a gold coin, not even realizing.
Okay.
I'm still searching for a ref's outfit.
Give me another demon.
Yeah.
We're trying, Jake.
Hit me, Jake. Hit me.
52.
52. You found the Rex uniform.
I immediately put it on.
Okay, it's gonna take full action.
That's fine. And as soon as I put it on, I'm gonna start dashing back to the ring.
Hit me. Hit me. Hit me.
I'm gonna trade one of my attacks out to do a grapple check.
Okay. Are you about to suplex me?
Are you doing new or old rules for it?
You can do whatever you want. I'm just asking, are you suplexing?
Opposed check.
Okay.
Psychic holsters. Pin him to the ground as I'm running back to the ring. Oh no.
What'd you roll?
I have a, hold on. I have a, is it athletics?
Athletics or
I have a
acrobatics?
10 to athletics. I rolled a 5, so I have a 15.
I had a +7. I rolled a 3.
Oh.
You grabbed his dick. He heard you say earlier, grab his dick and twist it. You took his advice. What are you doing? What are you doing? Get
Second one.
get your hands out of there.
Do it again.
Again.
Clearly, you've learned too much from.
I just said he was good.
17.
He was cheating.
Okay.
Pin him on the ground.
He is grappled.
Okay.
Take him to the ground and pin him. For the
I'll
great,
just pin
for
down
the
on
greatest
Well, 10
initiation fight in history.
Bonus action to second wind.
Okay.
I'm like my way over to the ref.
Which one?
There is no ref.
Huh?
There is
Ref
no
deck?
ref.
No.
Rectech's the only ref.
Yeah, he's
Oh,
the one
okay.
that he looks like a ref. You're like,
Everybody just
strangely,
wanted
I
to
feel like
play.
I know you.
Have him roll something to determine if he knows.
Oh, we should do that. Roll for insight.
Because it doesn't take an action, I'm just gonna drop us both prone. Basically, arms around his neck and just dropping down.
So you're just holding him in place.
Are you-
Yeah,
fucking
holding
Are
him
you
on the
on
ground.
top of him, pinning him to the ground?
It's basically
you fall.
Are you?
choker hold while he's laying that
This
way.
is
Are you-
technically
are you-
like a wrestling fight.
Are you
so-
pinning his
so
shoulders to the ground?
We're gonna. Are you trying to pin him? Are you trying to pin him?
Yeah.
Pin his ass.
It's gonna be 3 dexterity. It's gonna be 3 strength checks in a row. If you get 2 out of the 3, you'll win.
As
That's
soon as
probably
his
pretty
shoulders
low.
hit the ground and he's pinned,
Yes.
I come sliding on my stomach underneath everybody and
More.
start slapping the ground.
All right, first one.
Is he a medium creature by chance?
What?
Is he considered medium?
Yeah.
Then he does have disadvantage against grapple checks because he is a size smaller than me.
Is your classified as large?
Even if.
If he's considered a medium creature, I'm a large creature. I'm a
Because-
size above him.
Because that is what it is for him to go.
Even if he's a tavern brawler.
Even if he's a tavern
Yeah.
brawler.
Okay, so I roll it with disadvantage. All right,
So
but you just roll with regular.
I'm mid slide on my
I have
stomach.
advantage because of giant smite.
I'm mid slide on my
Yes.
stomach,
Yes.
I rolled a
sliding
nat
past
20
them.
and a 13. 13 plus 10 is a 23.
He got that one.
He kicks out at
My
one.
lowest roll was a 4, so that's a 14. You got that one?
9 on dice plus 7, so yeah.
Okay, last one.
Yes. Yes. Yes.
I rolled a 5 plus 10.
10 exactly.
10 exactly.
Yeah, but you have the bonuses that.
Oh, It wouldn't have mattered on any of them.
So what did you get?
12.
12. So I do.
How am I
I am
counting
able
this?
to. I am able
Wait.
to wiggle out.
Are you kicking out on one, or like you said 3 checks?
Wait,
So
this,
as I'm sliding by with my hand up ready to count.
since
I
it's a
won
check,
the first. I won the first one. He won the second one. I won the third.
since it's a check, I'm gonna use I'm gonna expend the use of my second wind to add a D10 to the roll.
right.
Nice. You're fucking kidding me.
I will say that's cocked. I'll say that's cocked. That's not in your.
All right.
You can
That's-
beat it.
Yeah.
Do it.
And I pause and wait for a second and just hold it.
He looks at you and says, like, call it. Fergus just like, call it.
I was kind of hoping Fergus would win, so Spine could like come in, grab my legs, and yank me out as before I hit 3.
As he calls and wins, I take all the gold on the desk and walk away. That's all ours.
Well, the only thing he has to go and get more. You guys just won
Yeah.
15-1.
I know.
You
He
only
has to-
have the
he has to count it
3,000.
out. Give him a second.
You brought me down to 3 hit points at that end.
I didn't see it until after I
First hit, you did 33 damage.
I
You just
immediately help Oak to his feet, and since he's now taller than me, instead of holding his hand up, I'm just like holding his elbow and tricep up with my.
Fergus gets up. He's just like, that was a good move.
Luke throws his arms up and
I
just
was about
falls
to-
backwards.
I was about to wreck your shit.
Stick my tongue out of Fergus.
Master Dry, here what he's
I'm
gonna
going
do.
to walk up and touch you and cast a 3rd level
I'm a little bit
cure.
low on money. You're ready to go for another round. I'm ready. So,
Oh no, you just got a shit ton of money. Fergus walks over like one of the
24
dwarves that's
hit
at that bottom table. The dwarf hands him a bottle, and then Fergus hands it to you. It's like, for winning the fight, because you're a little beat up. It's a potion of supreme healing.
Luke throws it in, just eats it.
Go ahead.
remember, give him potions. He eats stuff.
Yeah, I know. So you'll take the full healing of a supreme potion.
I just healed him for
Minus-
24. from curing.
minus whatever. I'll just roll like a d6 for glass damage. So you'll restorated.
It cuts and then turns around and heals right away.
Right. You only take like 3 slashing damage. Just crunch, crunch, crunch. Let me do the math because I gotta see what the total number of
So it's
this was.
times 15, right?
Yeah.
I can do the math.
Let me know what your hit point situation
2,500
is after
times
that.
15.
I had this ready to go.
37,500,
I had this ready to play.
and you forgot it.
Completely forgot it because my phone went black and I was just focusing on the fight.
So we're just timing our bet by 15, right?
Total bet was 3,370 because he placed 100 down as well.
Still haven't broke
Oh,
100
total bet.
Total bet was 3,370.
with the 3rd
What
level
did the
cure
extra
wounds
1,000
and a
come
supreme
from?
healing potion.
Huh?
I still haven't.
We
broken
We only
100.
put 2,500 in.
So with
I
the
put
29,
100 in.
You said
plus that,
29.
You're still
25.
25.
This
Okay.
is not good.
So subtract.
So he put 100 in too? So
Yeah,
26?
I'm still
Okay,
below
hold on.
100.
Okay, I'm gonna do my racial
2,500,
healing hands ability.
370.
Thirty-
It's only gonna be 44,
Plus
but it's
Karen
better than
putting
nothing.
down 100, right?
As long as I can break my
So
100, I
28,
should be able to.
2870 times 15.
2870?
2,870 times 15.
13 more.
The
That's
pot
fine.
was
Leaves me above 100. I appreciate
370.
it.
Sorry, so
No.
what is it? Sorry. 2,000.
Of that, I don't think is including your 100. So actually, it is 2,970 times 15.
44,550. You want to put that in?
Someone's
Or
ready.
make a note of that first.
We want-
Who's ready to buy
Hold on,
some
which was it?
legendary weapons?
44,550 gold.
44.
We haven't even got the
550 gold.
Jordan,
All right, let's.
we haven't even got the
Oh,
banners
Holy
appraised.
Jesus. Sorry.
It's time to buy this island.
He could
We'll
buy,
name
he
it
could
up.
buy the island with
You
his
get 15,000.
with his.
So Thomas is going to approach and
Okay.
say,
And
Well,
there's
I've got
2 of
God.
them.
expect some compensation.
Spine
for
splitter.
putting
How much-
up
how much
with
can I
all
get for a
this
god?
nonsense.
Spine splitter
The only
gets
person that sees him as a god is
15,000.
Bago.
And then I get 50.
I'll sell them by the pound.
Back up, it's 15,000.
I want
Gave me 500.
How much do you weigh by
Yes.
chance?
Like 95
You get
pounds.
7,500.
Good enough.
Okay,
Your premium quality.
and here's give me your receipt.
What the hell was that mean?
What doesn't?
How much did you put
He
in?
put in 100.
100.
So
I
you
had
get-
100.
you get-
You get 1,500 back.
Yeah, you get 1,500 gold.
Good
And then
job,
what,
buddy.
what was the pot?
Pot was 370. You guys well outbid the pot.
I was gonna say, just give it a certain.
Yes, you get 5,550.
Take it.
But I get 50.
Like, I thought.
I
Zero.
get
So
1,500,
7500
right?
GP for me.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
I was
You are
doing it considering,
Flush with
I
cash.
was doing it just hoping I would just lose it,
Alright,
because I
and
never
then
used it.
Sir
Now I
Thomas
gotta figure
just
out how to
got-
use it.
We have no need for gold.
So Patrick just got the pot for 550.
5,550.
Thank you.
Shopping session?
Oh, we're really
You
shopping.
gotta get that thing like tweaked. That's right.
Huh?
We gotta get the, whatchamabobit.
The thing and the thing and the thing.
The thing and the thing. Thing.
The walkie-talkie, basically.
Oh, yeah, we gotta,
Mhm.
Oh, yeah, you gotta take that to the pawn shop.
we gotta get a reset,
Um,
factory reset.
Fergus looks at you, Ook, after he's giving you the potion. This is a nice fight. You are welcome to fight me anytime. Not right now though, because I'm hurting.
As I walk behind Ook, just carrying piles of gold. That's right, nerd. You saw it.
I reach out my hand to give him a handshake. Why?
He will.
You do need
He
to
gives
be
you a
shocked.
handshake. Oh, did your computer?
Yeah. Just randomly unplugged.
No,
that was
he gives you a handshake. He's just like, you got my respect.
We never got to.
As I'm shaking his hand, I'm slowly growing back down. So eventually I'm just hanging by his hand.
You look like a child. Little 10-foot tall giant, just like, I'm gonna have to,
Yeah, easy.
Listen, man, I'm hurt and I can't be.
I honestly don't know how the Thieves Guild works.
No, I was just holding on to him as I shrunk.
Oh, so you're just hanging in the air? Yeah, it is.
So once we gladly take all the money from the dwarf, I look at him and said, "Where's your guild leader? We're owed back pay."
Back pay for what?
You never paid us for the jobs we did.
Oh, yes, we did.
No, you didn't.
Your aids devices are what used to determine what your jobs and what your pay were. That's fucking piece of shit.
Blame it on the
Yeah,
AIDS.
besides that, we did. We just never got paid for it.
I cured my
You
AIDS.
didn't want to sign, they weren't sanctioned by the
I'm just
guild.
telling them what.
It's always the kids, you know?
So the guild uses names. And,
You
didn't know that.
They did back 100 years.
God, I'm sorry. Just
You went, you got your writ, and you turned the stuff in.
100 years ago. How old are you guys?
Carry the two.
Old. Old as fuck. You might say I'm dusty.
You know how you can tell the age of a kobold. I bend over and I spread my ass cheeks. You got the rings in the asshole.
I'm adding into the category.
What category?
Jared.exe.
Right.
Stop talking.
Breaks everybody.
Doo-doo-doo.
is it gonna be specifically fear?
well,
or
it's
something?
way
Or is
before
it
your
gonna
time,
be?
Joe.
Just straight Jordan. Just
Times
Jordan.
Jordan.
This is back when you actually put the things up on the board. You didn't use this damn stupid device here. Yeah,
Yes,
if you
Times
look at our
Square for everyone.
devices, they
Just
are
go ahead and put it
way
at
older
10.
than they should be. Too. They are over 100 years old.
I will have to look at the records because
Just make sure you look up for Spine Splitter and Rec Deck. And I would turn and walk away because I know that's going to set them off. I was an assassin. He was a killer.
I'll have to look at the archives. Let me check the archives.
Out of game, I would like to know how somebody such as myself
Back
would
in time,
have
am
some
I still part of the
device
guild?
when I have no association with
That's a good
thieves.
point, actually.
No,
I
this
think
is
That's the mechanism.
It's a
It's that
journal
eight-
device. They
it's that
just
journal
use
device
it.
we have.
Yeah, it just
On a
basically
game.
lets
But
you.
they also
Because
use
we all
Again,
have
when you
the
go back.
we all
Right.
everybody basically everybody has
They
it in the
have one
world,
for
but
They
they
have
the Thieves Guild.
special one for the thieves. Okay.
They've got a special type of
That-
AIDS.
That's, yeah,
Yeah,
definitely.
yeah, no, I gave those
Whoever
those
else
to
has a special
everybody
kind of-
at the very beginning of
You
the
gave AIDS
session.
to
that,
everybody,
yeah, I gave
guys.
AIDS to
I get special aids now.
That's
Yeah,
that's
alright.
right, right?
Um,
Do I get financial aid as well?
Part of his,
no pass
part of
failure.
education.
Oh, the old guard.
The governmental infrastructure
Oh,
for struggling college students is not there yet.
Damn.
Hold on, I'll pray to my deity. Oh, Kieran.
But has Bago created FAFSA? Because
No.
FAFSA. Fuck around and forget saving anything.
Bago went to school. Bago was the chief of an island for like 2,000 years. He's mentally disturbed.
He was already mentally disturbed.
Seems fine to me.
He would.
Sessions.
He says that he'll check the. He's like, I'll have to check the archives for
I think you.
spine
I wasn't-
splitter and
I wasn't there
what was
when
your?
you all-
I yell out, rack deck.
Where'd you find a ref's uniform?
Don't worry about it.
So spine splitter and rec deck, and he writes that down, and he kind of before he walks off, he's just like it's like
You're
the
finally gonna get to meet that. There we go then.
I have to relay some stuff to the thieves or the
Oh, well.
the guild master. Anyways, he probably will be down here in a little bit. As you basically just cleared out our coffers for 44,000 pieces of gold. Dear Lord, he's not gonna be happy about that. But
Oh,
deal's a
hell
deal.
I
We
love
are.
Myers.
I will let him know that you asked for him. But he will come down here and either get you or he will send somebody. Nobody sees the Thieves Guild or the Guildmaster unless he wants to be seen.
God, 100 years and this place has gone to shit.
I still don't quite believe that you're 100 years old, but I've seen stranger stuff. So,
I cannot believe
Brother.
surprises you.
He called me a liar.
Somebody party go now.
He said when I
Still
was
just holding my mounds of gold. Just give him a
you
dirty
guys,
look.
you guys are gonna have to buy. You guys are gonna have to buy a bag of holding just to hold your gold.
As you guys are questioning where to put the gold, I
We need to
reach
get
over
this
to my
converted.
brother and I hold up his tail. You know the rest.
Oh, no, brother. No, brother. No, brother.
Look at gold edge.
They can hold a lot.
No, brother. You're next.
Then I jump in
Can
and
I-
start putting my hands
Can I
up.
use my range attack modifier to flick gold?
Sure.
Oh,
Roll over intelligence.
You'll need to find the nearest bank and just convert it.
At,
Bullseye.
at the fight, Jiraiya looks at you.
and
And
I
he
forgot he was here.
me too.
Yeah, Robot Jiraiya.
Robot.
Have you introduced them to Jiraiya? Because they don't know him yet. He's just a robot that's been following him.
No, they watched me have a meltdown. They watched me say that was a master dryer, followed by you have a massively large thing. Obviously, I'm jealous of you. And then I got to be inside of my master. So obviously they should have been excited when they saw me emerge from inside of him. So I figured they already knew who he was. What words are to
I
know?
think only them two are around for that.
For the for like the explosion?
No, for him introducing Jiraiya.
I was there.
Oh, you were there?
You all saw.
Oh,
Me and him were out looking
No.
for him.
no, I
Right.
was not there.
Yeah, you were
Yeah.
at the.
So they're the only
As
two
you
that-
start talking, I
They
look
would
around
have
and notice.
seen Jiraiya walk out of the like that.
We saw
other
him
part of
holding
the
you.
laboratory.
Oh my god.
And holding you as you basically were dying as you guys left. But there's been no interaction.
So are you coming and asking me to introduce?
Just no, dude. No matter what.
Oh, I apologize, Master. I get on one knee and I take your master shaft on top of me. I begin pointing and introducing myself and you to everyone who remembers. My brother Kieran, directing.
Would a 19 insight allow me to figure out without him having introduced? who this is?
Never met Jiraiya.
Here's your insight.
Just from the way he's acting.
He already knows he didn't want to meet Jiraiya. He's
Yeah,
like, my
exactly.
insight tells me,
Right.
no.
I told him to meet his master.
As he does that, Oop just backs away.
When I get to Warren, I curtsy. Introducing my master.
Orange
Where-
like,
Oh, and then when I get
Okay.
to Sir Thomas, I genuflect. And as I come up, it bounces on my shoulder.
I'm going to say, well, this certainly explains a lot.
Master, all of my minions. I mean friends. And my master.
Where's the nearest river?
2.0.
As you're holding
Good
this
angel.
thing, he's just
As
like,
opposed to the bad.
please meet you. Please meet you. Ma'am. I don't remember the voice that I used.
No, I
Oh,
changed it.
I miss
I
Pimp
changed it
Daddy.
twice.
We miss Pimp Daddy,
It was-
Jiraiya Sama.
yeah, because it was empty.
Yeah, it's just because it was like
That bad Leroy Brown coming to town, gonna let my whole.
that's the way having pretty now. Georgia. As she was.
It's not fair because normally I get to ask how much they are.
Hey, that's right out of blueprint.
Thankfully, I have not seen anyone in here today. Oh,
But yeah,
yeah.
he basically just it's like, please meet you, please meet you, please meet you.
His big cock is.
I need to have a conversation with my student. Whatever you guys decide you want to do, we're gonna go upstairs. There's a casino upstairs. I've actually been here before. And I know quite a few people here.
course there's a
We need
casino.
to we need to have a conversation because last thing I told you before you kind of went unconscious by
Casino upstairs.
taking the magic rock.
Yes.
It was worth it.
I believe I just.
It seemed
I'm
like
separating
it
spine
seemed like
splitter.
it was
But
habitual.
hearing
Like
your
you've
conversation, I thought
done
that's
it
what
before.
Okay.
I take a deep breath, look my master square in his robotic eyes and go, "Have you ever seen the rough, smooth edge of a crystal when it's been penetrated and cracks? The feel of the cool, sharp edge against your hot shaft. If I continue to describe this anymore, we're really gonna have to stop talking.
I
I have a question. Can Warren hear everything he's saying?
They haven't left.
Okay, great.
Yes.
So Warren's just gonna groan and then walk to find oops.
Okay.
I'm right there, despite all of this.
Can
I
we
mean,
just?
yeah, I mean, I had a
Let's
fourth
go shopping.
elemental,
Let's go
like
shopping.
earth elemental.
I have lots of
girlfriend
money
for a
because you
while.
won.
Did you
Yep, I'm
understand
gone.
it's not a
I
habit?
need to find an appraisal.
Oh,
Yeah.
no, we need to get an appraisal.
But no, we need to have
I can take it.
a bit of a conversation because the last thing I
We're
told
leaving. We're not
you
dealing with
was
this.
that I'd been murdered.
No, like we can. I can use
As
a
you
team
can
skill
tell,
to try
this
to
is
get
not
that
my
right.
original.
Oh, the trade, yeah, because I'm
That's
gonna
true.
They have everything.
Now that I know they haven't stolen
Looks
it.
better to me.
Okay, I'll trust them.
Now he's a thug, so.
What are you trying to do over there?
He's invisible. I can't see.
While this is going on, I want to walk up to the guy that gave us our bet. Like, where is the quartermaster? I'm gonna try to find it. Go by the shop.
Oh, the shop,
They're
okay.
the black market, whatever
Yeah.
you want to call it.
African American market, please.
I mean, you're here. Who do you
Is
need
this
to
the
talk to?
only thief? Like, is this the entire thief guild, or is there like different rooms?
Oh, okay. So you're looking for like an actual like black market, not
Yeah.
It took a
this. This is
second
the
to hit me.
headquarters. Okay.
Like, is
Well,
it one
it
big
took a second to
interconnected
get
thing,
that.
or is it like
No, it's just, I
separated?
heard
throughout
it
the
and then
city?
it just took it.
It's separated throughout.
Okay,
the
never
city.
mind. Then
Um,
Is there a white market?
Your process, is that real?
Yeah, up the upper echelon of our city.
In that,
Yeah, I think
in
I'm
that,
shocked that you
Much
said it.
safer.
Much safer.
in that case, I'm just gonna ask him where are the shops and vendors he recommends, and somewhere where we can get stuff appraised. Just you don't have to role play. Just, I'm getting that information while he's talking to dry someone.
There's a actually on the way. Actually, on the way here, you guys would have passed a pawn shop. That's like one of our go-tos. I don't know why he promotes this so much, but he's got a big old sign that says that he can basically like jailbreak mana crystals to like
Yeah.
for like communication mana crystals. You weren't here for this, but
Still
basically
have
like a mana crystal that you can like a walkie-talkie.
Yes. I don't have.
There's not a lot of them on the island, so the fact that he promotes this, I don't understand. Like, I don't know how he's getting business with this. He paid a lot of money for this sign.
Thank you, good sir. And then I go up to a table and set my gold on it, and I'm just like trying to shove it in the pockets of my trench coat and all my pouches, just while they're having this conversation.
Would you like for us to put this in our vault until you can get a bag? So you're just gonna walk upstairs in broad daylight with big giant bags of money.
Nobody ever said he's very bright.
I have a question. Can I walk by and try to steal one piece of gold out of his pocket from where he will not see it
Oh,
as he's
him?
walking up the stairs?
Sure, go ahead and do a slide.
Sorry, continue your story.
You can finish that.
Fast.
I'm just adding
But
this
yeah,
aside there.
I just rolled 18 on perception to see if I can observe what you're doing.
You can
just
give
from
it back.
the
I'm
ice, I
just-
don't wanna-
Oh, yeah, no, I was just laying.
I'm standing behind you. You can't see her.
Now I got
Um,
Expecting a healing for me.
19 on perception.
We're gonna
Like,
That's,
I
no,
see
that's
me at
right
19.
have a conversation. I have been,
Crisscross
So we've got
applesauce
the
system.
pawn shop and the
Yeah.
sign.
so
But we
you
need
guys
to go
actually
get
start
your
making your
appraisal.
way up to the casino.
Crisscross applesauce on your tongue.
Yes.
Right, Donna.
I am,
If you
uh,
guys find your way up, yes, go
I
ahead.
am also heading up to the casino.
You're going up to the casino.
Wasn't that where I need to go for my,
You need to
mission
actually,
design?
Those
you
sessions
actually
are
need
like-
to be here. I'll say that your divine sense is pinging what that acolyte had mentioned to you, that you would know that there was something different about that. Obviously, you have like a general sense of
right and wrong, good and evil. I mean, you're in a casino with a bunch of people who, are, greedy. So I'll say that you kind of ping that, but there is a single ping of something that seems undead.
Okay,
Um,
I'm gonna head in that general direction.
And it's not my penis.
no,
It's
that
not
is gone.
undead, it's missing,
That's
but it's
gone.
not
Can I ask just
undead.
clarifying information real quick?
Yes,
Would I trust the vault? At
Yes.
Okay.
yes, you would trust the
then-
ball.
Since you're already making them do everything else, do these track like transactions and stuff? Like if I don't,
Yes, it'll
like within the
basically, like,
city,
how much
within the
you
city
gain.
itself. Do I need to physically go down the vault, get my money, walk across town, pay?
Well, it
If
sounds
I'm
like-
out,
They're
have to go all the way
It
back.
sounds like
Have
your
to pay
aids,
like
that
right?
amount.
Sounds
Yeah.
like
Yeah,
aids
like, do they
takes
know
care of
what's coming
everything.
from the vault specifically?
Are we on
Say,
a credit
Yes.
system or?
Yes, so if you go to the black market, they can basically,
It's a firm.
when you go to like that
Yeah,
pawn
that's
shop, you can show them like how much you have.
Mortgages.
They can do the transaction from that, and
The
then
interest
they
is
will
extra
actually
mana
take the
crystals.
money from
You're gonna take
what
up
the cost
10%
is of that
per year.
from the vault. Like
And-
they'll set aside the
And with
amount.
our history in
It's
this,
one of the highest.
in the daggers, we trust this system.
Yes.
If
Okay.
you-
All right.
if you
It has been rock
If you
solid.
want
I'm just trying to make it
to-
easier to move past that when we get to it. So go
Yes.
ahead and continue with
Yes.
them.
So does everybody have AIDS if I look around?
I took mine off. I didn't
Well, not
trust
just
the
my group,
voices.
like literally everybody in the casino.
We're gonna put our money in the vault.
Okay. So
I don't like having.
Jiraiya, is he going up with you as well? Are you walking up with Kieran or Fearon?
Sure, I guess he hung up my tail and he was wanting to throw quarters at me.
So you're saying them money.
Who's walking behind my master, the crisscross applesauce on his couch.
So Jiraiya takes you guys and he brings you to, by the way, you guys would have seen the marquee of this casino on your way in to the Shadow Dagger headquarters.
I don't have a back ring.
This place is called the River of Fortune.
I'm
You guys pass by a like giant like alcohol ring with an automaton just kind of like pouring glasses. He's like in one spot and on a track, and it's just like different people are asking for different types of alcohol, and you just see him kind of like going along the track, getting the different types of alcohol, mixing the drinks, and then just swing back around on the track and bringing stuff to the individual customers as they're going. You see multiple people playing craps, blackjack, roulette. You do see Jiraiya kind of eyeball the blackjack table, and he just maybe later. But he walks you guys over. Yeah, he walks you guys over to a table down here because obviously you guys need to have a conversation. I do need to bring Thomas as well because he was coming up here.
What was the name of the river that he took them to?
It's called the River of Fortune. It's the name of the casino.
Okay.
Not an actual river or anything.
Yeah, not an actual river.
No, I know. I'm just making sure I note it.
By the way, look, if you want to take like a short rest now, so we can get your hit points back.
Nah.
Nah, okay with that. You guys will eventually take a long rest at some point.
Eventually.
So you guys sit down. Do you get any kind of drinks or anything?
Nope.
No, just
Crisscross applesauce. Murder.
Jiraiya looks at you and yeah. As I said, I was murdered. And actually the other robot that you guys met at the laboratory, he actually brought me back. He was the one that put me in this body. We were old friends. From a lifetime ago. And he heard about what happened to me. He did kind of like a raised dead or like speak with the dead kind of spell or something like that, and asked me if I wanted to come back. asked me like what happened, and he kind of, understood why I would want to come back, because obviously, you know, I didn't get to see you again. Uh, I traveled all over from when we kind of parted. We went to, I went to this, I went to the Fey Realm for a while, kind of partied there for a while. Went to, um, that Witch Doctor Island. They've got some killer drugs there, like straight up, like straight up acid trip kind of drugs. Been all over Atresha, mainland, different places. But when I came here, uh, this place has. I came here about 40 years ago. This place was in the beginning of this just industrial revolution, basically. The city has really grown in the last 40 years. There's been a lot of improvement here. But 40 years ago, this place was really seedy. Very, very, let's just say the Shadow Daggers were probably, if you were to put them on a scale of good and evil, you would actually consider them the good guys with how bad it was 40 years ago. Because they only really deal with like subterfuge. They're they'll kind of do some assassinations here and there, kind of put certain people in power. But that's not their main thing. I mean, they do contracts for stuff. They're people for hire. But there was, I never saw his face. I was following a lead on, I was following a lead for the Thieves Guild, or the Shadow Daggers. The guild master reached out to me, heard about my skills, and reached out to me and asked me to kind of do some research for something. And it's kind of late at night. I had finally kind of had a breakthrough on my on this job I was doing. And then next thing I knew, I was talking to, well, you guys haven't met him yet, but his name's Finnegan. The other robot that you met, he was talking to me, walking down an alleyway, and the next thing I knew, I was in a grave. Talked to some of the local guards. There's some not great picture. They kind of have a kind of image recording device with these mana crystals and stuff. But it works very similarly to like an illusion spell, like a programmed illusion spell. It just kind of only does like 5 to 10 seconds worth of stuff to happen. And I never saw the guy's face, but he was about my height, and he came up behind me, and you can't see what happened, but next thing you see, I'm laying in a pool of blood with literally a chunk of my neck gone.
Damn.
And just as quickly as he appeared, he was gone. And I've been trying to track this guy down for 40 years. To kind of get revenge, obviously, but I have a feeling that him and the job that the Thieves Guild gave me are connected. I think he was the one that I was looking for.
Dun, dun, dun.
Dun, dun, dun. But yeah, that's going on with me. Obviously kind of kind of a serious note, but I mean it's really good to see you. What all you've been up to? Like what's your travels been?
Super dark story.
Yeah, super dark story. How you been?
I pause, quiet for a moment. So you're undead?
No, I am an automaton. Basically, I'm just all robot.
You realize that he was hyper fixated on sort of undead that you said 3 lines in, and I've been holding on to that
Yeah.
for the entire story.
Yeah.
Waiting for Sir Will. Yeah, our fuses are Thomas.
Yeah. No, I wouldn't consider myself undead.
I love it. You remember what he vowed he was going to do? What I vowed I was going to do when I found my master? I was going to kill him for my new found patron.
Oh,
That's why I'm sitting here going.
Oh, for
I
Calypso?
yeah. I'm sitting here going. I feel like he wrote a lot of story, and if I do all the things that within characters, I'm just going to kind of probe because literally, that's all I'm going to do is probe questions and wait, wait. Because if he was undead, I'm like, wonderful, and then I get a hold of my patron. Go, I have a sacrifice for you.
yeah. Not yet. Someone beat you to the punch. Yeah, no, I'm
Still going to do it because she'll enjoy something that I know on it.
but yeah, no, what have you been up to? I think last time I saw you, you were back on Atresha, and you said you were going to join up. You were going to join up with your brother.
I found my brother and I lost you. I was angry. I was disappointed. I was horny.
That's about right. as I taught you.
Thankfully, my brother was there to fill the void that you were not able to fill in your absence.
He's gotten taller and seems a little bit smarter than last you spoke of.
He's definitely tall.
Definitely taller.
Definitely tall
Definitely taller.
and smart.
You said he couldn't have full-on conversations, and he's talking with me. What happened?
3 lines, that's it.
Oh, I got it.
Sorry.
That's as far as 100 years of evolution could help my brother.
Yeah. Yeah. You say 100. You all should be dust. What happened? Like, how are you here? Like, I understand why I'm here.
We couldn't get that lucky.
I sit.
I mean, you can get lucky here. River's Fortune.
He can get lucky here in Rivers of Fortune.
When I hear that, I suddenly watch Tentacle. Let me tell you about this beautiful fish woman. And I begin going through all the stories of my patron and how you should remember because I could tell by the smell on her that you had been with her. Maybe you remember she had green skin, curly hair, smelled like fish.
It starts with a C, I think.
Yep, I'm there with my brother.
Not cunt.
We don't call fishes that anymore. I've gotten my
Catfish.
share of. I've gotten my share of.
I mean, man.
Social
What about a red
warrior.
hair?
Oh, my bad.
A red
Bitches.
hair?
Yeah.
Ginger flavored.
Calypso. Was that her name? Yeah, I remember Calypso.
What are you watching?
She
No.
was fun.
Are we still online?
Yeah.
Yeah, we never stop.
We never stopped.
Don't worry, that's not the worst thing that's been said today.
I'm sure it hasn't. 3 lines in?
Yeah.
That's still.
Yeah.
Okay.
Brother,
Glad
that's
to go
4.
before we go to
Congratulations.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah,
I know. Yeah, I'm working.
but yeah, no, I remember Calypso.
I'm sitting there with the tentacle. I tear wells in the eyes. I rub the tentacle. Smell my fingers. Master, you must tell me. Who murdered you? And in my mind, I'm going, they should have been me.
I mean, I told you my dark backstory. I don't actually know who murdered me.
Don't lie to me like you've lied to so many others. I'm not one of your top. Yeah. questionable women.
I mean, we can go down to the guard station. They've got the.
So let's go have sex with guards.
Oh, Lord.
You asked.
I did. But before we do,
It's been decided. Not even a question. We're going to. But first,
before we do, y'all know how I have been reactivating. And obviously, I was kind of in that hydraulic chamber. I was restarted. I do actually need to check in with the guild master here. It's been a couple days since
I don't
talked to
mind.
him.
I'm good. It was
it's
good.
been about 1 week.
It was the rich.
I miss it, right?
Yes.
Baron and Shariah.
You're fine, go ahead.
Don't worry, you're fine.
We weren't there
Um,
anyway.
So is it safe to say
Yeah,
we
we went-
broke Michael then?
So he's like, Dry says that obviously he needs to go speak to the guild master, to check in, see if maybe some new information about his
Welcome
murder
to
has
the club.
been, found out. So he starts heading in the
Actually hasn't
direction,
broken me tonight. I
towards the
usually
south,
break for
to
you.
the south side of this map.
Don't kick me
Um,
in the circle now. I just got in.
No problem. Jiraiya gets up from the table. You see him because you went up here in the casino as well. You see him stand up with Fearon and Kieran, and you guys start walking towards. They start walking towards the back entrance of the Rivers of Fortune. There is kind of a like push door style.
Dry is
Interest-
leading us.
Yeah, he's leading you guys.
All right, so we're all pimp walking, grip walking. Yeah.
So you see him starting to head towards that back entrance. Are you going to follow? I will say that your
Divine sense.
your divine sense is picking up that undead from the direction that Jiraiya is going.
I will definitely head in that direction.
I will definitely have a silent image follow in that direction, and I will stay 60 feet back.
Okay. You guys start heading in the direction of this back doorway, all four of you. We are actually going to cut over to Rec Deck
Yeah.
real quick. Is anybody going with Rec Deck?
No, I think he's single.
You guys are going
probably
with Rec Deck?
following along.
Spyfire, what are you doing?
Coming with me to the pawn shop to buy stuff.
Yeah.
Get stuff for praise.
Shopping.
That's what I'm
Yeah, so the pawn shop is where you can buy things, ultimate stuff. But this is also the same pawn shop that you saw the sign for.
Remember, when we go
The
back, we
mana-
make a
the mana
complete
crystals.
withdrawal.
So you guys come up to the pawn shop. It is
The pay still works back in the past.
it's for the part of town it's in, it looks very well to do. Very, very much like what should be in like the middle class portion of the Arcane City. You guys are in like downtown. You guys are in like the lower echelon of the Arcane City. But this looks like it should belong in like the middle class because it's got the walls are all painted very nice. The glass pane windows have a lot of like chalk writing and stuff, like charcoal and chalk writing on the windows to like what he promotes and stuff like that. He's got magic items. He's got you will notice that like slash says magic items slash secondhand magic items. It says
You better fucking stay away from the mirrors.
stay away from the mirrors.
Did you come with us this way?
You see
Oh, okay.
Actually, let me pull something up real quick because I forgot to add this. Where is it? Where is it? Oh, it's not on Google Drive, it's on my Dropbox. Home. Home is where the heart is. Okay. But you see a lot of you just see a lot of stuff that he promotes. You do see like on like one of the he's got a wooden archway and one of the like the 45-degree beams that's up here. You do see like a little symbol that's very similar to the one that says the sanctuary one again with like the heart circle and the two out here. You do see that one again. Are you? I'm assuming you guys go inside.
Yes.
All right, so you guys go inside and you hear the ding of a bell that's sitting up on top of the door. Just a ding, ding, as all four of you guys enter. You enter into the shop and you see a lot of weapons. You see a lot of potions. Spine sweater. You see a lot of poisons. Medicinal stuff that like alchemists would use so that you could like make your own stuff. Mortar and pestles. You do see behind him, you see kind of a stout gentleman at a counter. His back is turned to you at the moment, but you see a wall with shelves of like what you assume are magic items and stuff that have iron bars very, very closely put together. So even if you reached in, you couldn't like pull anything out. But he's got his back turned to you. You do see some like very like low grade magic items like within the shop that aren't like behind locked stuff. Very simple stuff that you could purchase and buy. But like the more you did see on the window that some of the magic items that he has are rare. That it's promoted that there are some rare magic items. And a very few very rare magic items.
This is where I was told I could get the appraisal, right?
Yes. You can get the Thieves Guild appraisal here.
Cool. I run up to the guy and say, "I need your appraisal."
When as he runs by me, I've like adopted like a lean to my step, just jumping the table.
It's all those bags of money. Even though you deposited the money in the vault, it's like, yeah, I got that money back.
And I'm still wearing my referee shirt over top of my duster.
Jeez.
You don't look like that.
Like, need to reconnect to.
It's sure to the rest. It's just a trick.
Very quickly.
They just like cuts off.
Crop top.
How tall is Rick Deck?
I'm like 5 foot.
Yeah.
Got one shit for the Kobold.
This guy
Also not top pressure. First.
So this guy only looked stout from like the back end of him. He also is kind of wearing kind of like a duster in the same sense that you're wearing, but his goes, you see him turning around, his duster literally goes all the way down to his feet, and it kind of makes him look like he's taller than what he is, but he's just straight up a halfling, and he's standing on on a stool that makes it look like he's at like chest height. But he turns around and says, what did you say you needed of me? Appraisal. Appraisal. What is appraisal?
Sounds like you said, I thought you said a pretzel. It's like,
You want me to make them
those are
into
in
a
the food district.
What are those as well?
I don't have those. Those are in the food district. 2 blocks over.
This place sucks.
I mean, I've got weapons, magic items. As you saw on the big sign out front, I basically jailbreak mana crystal walkie talkies.
This?
Yes, cat. What can I do you for?
You know how much these are worth?
I would have to use I would have to use an identify. Like I would have to use identify to figure it out, but
Take it off and just jump to place it on.
you place it on like a you place it on the counter. Oh yeah, that's right. You're not Giant Smite anymore. You're tiny now.
I just grab it for him and set it on the
He's like, ooh, this is shiny. Interesting.
I'll kill you if you do anything to him.
If anything, I'll just buy them. Potentially, it depends on how much they're worth. Because, you know, I got so much money. No, let me go ahead and do this identify. And he places up like a circular stone platform that's got some magic sigils on them and everything like that. He puts it on there. He pushes his thumb onto what looks like a circular like an activation rune and just pushes his finger onto it, and it like scans it almost like you just see like a line of light just go. Well, yeah, you do. You see a blue light just go like up on the ceiling.
Boring.
And he's just all right. Now I listen to Rick. I will say you see his eyes just go. Ooh.
With that, I quickly jump back up and try to grab it. Just struggling because I'm not tall enough.
Yeah, I knock him. I catch that and I immediately just push it back towards the choke.
Oh. I mean, I didn't have enough money for those anyways. You really want to know?
Well, yeah, I asked you.
We came here for thrills and thrills.
You could buy the city like 5 times over.
Explain how much it is.
Very shiny, big shiny.
Big shiny. Let's just say if you were to last time I looked at the audit of what the city. I'm very much into like finances of the city.
Nerd.
I've been called that for a very long time. Last time I saw the cost of the upper echelon of the city was about 300,000 platinum. These are worth about 5 times that.
What did he identify them as?
These are an ancestral Eladrin. These basically, so he's wearing them on his horns.
Yeah.
But these are like wrist,
Yeah.
like they are full like wrist to elbow
Yes.
gauntlets that can deflect magic in a sense to a certain spell level. But they have yeah, I know. Up to a certain spell level. Basically, it's like a counter spell is what it does up to a certain spell level.
5 times technically.
It's 5 times worth the upper echelon of the city, and the upper echelon was, did I say 2 or 300?
300.
300,000 platinum.
Yeah. And you said they were worth 5 times that, I think, right?
Yeah. Yeah, platinum.
Buy the city, burn it down.
Was that
and-
for the price of one or both?
That was for both. Because it's a set.
Okay.
But so it, like I said, roll me Roll me a d8.
5.
It will block a spell up to the. Yeah. I will figure if you want to write that down because I'll figure out how many charges it has. But this has been this is an ancestral Eladrin set of gauntlets that people have talked about, have never seen, and it's just in myth. These will be a. I'm still trying to figure out if I want these to be a very rare or legendary item. I'll probably make it a legendary. Yeah, give Ook the legendary magic item. I'll still have to figure out a name for them because you just now got them identified. I finally figured out what I wanted them to be priced at. But I want it to be kind of like an elfin name, so I'll have to workshop that one. But yeah, he tells you it's just like, yeah, these are like, oh, you're gonna take them. I mean, I didn't have enough money for them anyway. Just hold them.
I'm gonna assign to him in Thieves Camp, but I want to see his reserve stock.
Oh. So he pushes the button and like you see the windows like actively tint, almost like there's like two panes of glass and then it's like a darkness spell in between the glass.
I
And you
imagine
just
it's
see
the guy from Men in Black.
That's what I thought was gonna be happening.
yeah. It's like, you guys are with the Thieves Guild. You guys are some of my best customers. What can I do you for?
So I specifically want a bag of holding.
To do with work.
Okay.
And
That uncommon?
mm,
Let me see.
Here.
I
Here,
know how to
here.
spell.
We should bring it.
It's uncommon. Okay. I don't know how much it costs. It doesn't say how much it costs.
it should.
So that means you get the bag of holding and I get the hole.
Yes.
You get a crusty bag of holes. There's a couple crumbs. I'll be back.
Yeah, he wants the bag of holding. I want the portable hole.
It's not saying how much it is.
I just give you a small
Also-
donut hole.
It has no cost.
It should. There is a mag. I might actually have a way to figure that out. I did find a.
Bag of holdings are kind of
Um,
standard, so I imagine they wouldn't be too expensive.
It have a. Found a spreadsheet of like magic items.
It's a staple of every adventure.
Well, we've gotten bags of holding from Cerberus Den, but normally it's been because we get them for discounted free.
Oh, okay.
'Cause
What's money?
exactly.
From the
No
discount.
economy.
What's money?
I thought even though we
He's
did
had
that
this
one
2,000
route, you
years in
still
the
had
future, so he
a
didn't have to
monetary
deal with
system
it.
figured out, didn't you?
I
I
appreciate that.
teach standard D&D money, and because I want people to build in the world still, they can scale it however they want if they want to put an equation in there because
For
math.
now, I'm just going. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. I just for now, I'm going to say it's if we can figure out what the actual price is later, but for now, it's just going to be 300 gold. I don't know if that's the actual price. We can adjust it whenever we figure it out. Actually, let me do it.
And then Rec Deck would just look for upgrades for Pepper Box or something, or any magic items that would help his psionic ability.
Oh,
Oh,
I mean,
no,
they didn't take your
wrong,
gauntlets.
wrong bag. That's not more.
Bag of holes.
Actually, no, handy haversack.
Oh, that's not a bad one either.
Yeah, I was like, wait,
What's
that's,
the
but that's
difference?
wondrous. That's,
It's
It's a scaled down version.
We really need to go to
actually,
Karen and
I
Karen so
don't
they can come
consider.
here.
Did they scale it down? Because it used to be better than the bag of holding. Better because
is
it contains items for what was it? Adventuring, it wasn't it?
Oh, yeah.
Or
no,
what
I
is-
was thinking about something else.
What do they do in the
Maybe.
5th edition? I don't know. No. In the old days, you were able to basically take it was your camp.
Zach, roll me a D6. I found something on Reddit that says that apparently it's 1d6 times 100.
5. Oh, D6. I rolled a D8. Sorry.
D6.
5.
We'll go with the number I said because this Reddit post basically says that it can either be a base price of 400 gold or 1d6 times 100 for uncommon magic items like the bag of holding.
they're trying to charge them 100 gold per pound.
Yeah. So yeah, I'll say that you got it for 300. It's the
What
discount
are
of the
they
Thieves
now?
Guild.
I just thought you'd appreciate it.
2024 bag can hold 500 pounds, not to exceed 64 cubic feet. The bag weighs 5 pounds regardless of contents.
It also has 2 side pockets with 200 pounds each.
Sounds like a lot of
So
money.
it's
Bag holds enough
Mine's
air for
worth
10 minutes of breathing, divided by the number of breathing creatures.
I'm gonna
It's just a bag of holding with 2 pouches, extra holes.
I'm gonna base
Can I get that instead?
what?
So if you have 10 people in there, you can each.
Two words,
get 1
handy
minute of
haversack.
breathing.
It's basically just a bag of holding, but with 2 side pouches. That do the same
Like,
thing.
hold your breath, you got 1 minute.
So it's like 3 bags of holding.
Yeah.
We're really about to test how long you can hold your breath.
Okay.
now.
Roll, actually, go ahead and roll a D8. I'm gonna say based off
4.
The
four.
number of minutes you can hold your breath is equal to your constitution.
He has a
So what I'm
used
hearing is breath
Of
play is
course,
how
handy
you
haversack.
defend your constitution.
that you can get from 400 gold.
But like, you know,
What does the
I have
term
18
used
constitution,
mean and
I should be able to hold
do
my
as far
breath
as
for
having
18
bags?
It looks like it's not torn or anything, but it's
Get tight of this.
like the leather on it looks like it's like
Could be
worn.
here.
I will tell you this.
Not like it would fall apart, but it's like if you use leather, how it kind of gets that like sheen to it. It's
Yeah.
weathered, is what it
So
is.
it's not like cursed or anything, or
No,
it's gonna
it's
fall
just
apart.
weathered.
Okay. How
No.
much is that?
400.
400. Okay. I'll take that instead.
I will say when you open up one of the pouches, it does look like there's a little bit of glitter in one of the bags. So everything you put in that pouch will be covered in glitter.
That's fine.
Here's what-
You said you're wanting to get the
Yes.
portable hole?
Then I don't have to worry about that.
Oh, okay.
transformation.
I'm pissed that the new edition has done away with the whole point of a portable hole in a bag of holding.
He's mad you can't build a nuke.
Oh,
Well, world ender.
It's DM specific, but all the new rules say is it's just in bad faith.
so you got the bag of holding, or the handy haversack.
Bullshit. Woke bitches.
You just found out that Oak is rich, or sorry, he's rich in assets. But his assets are not liquid.
And we don't have to figure this out
You
now,
see your
but
face
he
there?
would ask for if there's any magic items that would increase his psionic abilities or upgrades to the pepper box. But we can figure that out.
Right.
Make it a semi-auto,
I am a scion.
So
Or laser gun.
3-round burst.
I will say that I am going to kind of take something away from the Men in Black thing. He's like, now,
Howard covers that.
let me hear it from
I
me.
think so. It's Havertz,
Are we
right?
good? Just get a new shipment
Because it's one of the 2 sides, right?
of arcane guards.
Say less.
Say less.
I place pepper box on the counter and be like, I will trade in.
Let
We'll take your
me
entire
pull up
stock.
the,
One of
because I
each.
believe I made it one.
This quadruples is the launch. He can
Still
still
wield
wield twice per turn.
Pretty nice of him. In case like a benefit where you didn't like the number for a lower misfire. Like reduces the chances of this.
This one really hasn't seemed to affect him much.
Finish. So
To be honest, I also haven't used it very much.
really had a
These
chance.
are
Yeah, that too.
these are something that you technically could dual wield because they're like pistols. It is called. Can you look it up on the inventory and see if it shows like the damage and stuff? It's just called an arcane cannon.
Which one?
It would be the uncommon one. Does it show like what it does damage wise? I got the description. It should be that one
1d10.
plus 1d10. So it should be 2d10 worth of damage.
Damn. On a critical fail, there's arcane blowback of energy that moves the user 10 feet in the opposite direction. For 1 round, they are stunned.
Ooh.
Okay. So
Um,
is it 2d10 or 1d10?
It should be 2d10. Equip it real quick. Just it. It shouldn't be something that it shouldn't be anything that and then you have to go to actions for like
Yeah, it says plus 1d. Yeah, one. Yeah.
Okay.
Piercing and force. So
Yeah.
okay.
Okay.
How much is that?
Blues are now.
It's a trade in a pepper box.
Well, since the pepperbacks is in good condition,
Years old.
Pepper box is 200.
the blues an antique. I haven't seen this kind of craftsmanship in a long time.
We stole it off the
Should I
body.
keep it?
So I would value this pepper box at about 2,000 gold.
It's just a worse version.
That the pepper box is worth 2,000 gold
Yeah.
because it's an antique as well. It's in really good condition.
Sell it.
The arcane cannons. So they're a brand new type of weapon. So we haven't quite figured out a price. So
1 gold.
absolutely not.
Damn.
I'll give you 2.
Absolutely.
Plus the
That's a start.
The
More
normal
than 2.
pistols that we sell now are about 200 gold.
give or take.
The normal pepper boxes.
Oh, yeah, them
are
together.
200 gold.
We got 3.
Because these are magic, I will say that they're about 300 gold a piece. So you can trade in your weapon and you'll get like
1,400 gold.
I could see
1,400. Yeah, you'll get 1,400 gold back.
What'd you say?
you went right. Yeah, but
That
just but it doesn't if you use that
2,000 value of that.
I'm
just
making
an
money
update
on
to
this
your
trade.
for 100 people.
You are.
Yeah.
But then you're right ahead some pepper box.
No.
I'm just looking.
So pay outright. It's not like we have any reason not to spend money.
Yeah. I will purchase 2 of the arcane cannons. Keep the pepper box.
Okay. So yeah,
Show off.
2 of those arcane cannons are now yours.
so that's the person who
Listen.
I think Oak should do it by the city, so we just torch it to the ground.
Nuke it.
You're not that
Not
world.
torch it.
Just torch it.
Just torch it.
You're not that world. You were
Are you getting anything
And
fine
there
for
goes
while you're
Jared.
here? I know you got to get the mana crystal.
And there goes his art.
Yeah, I was letting everyone else get their stuff.
Look, are you buying anything?
I'm over there taste testing the poisons to see of what value they are.
Ooh, okay.
Is there any armor by chance?
Yeah, you see a couple sets of armor.
What are these down?
Nothing that is rusty.
Okay.
I didn't want rusty. I like clean.
What do they do?
Come from a barbarian. That sounds pretty good.
Let's see.
But he wants rusty, that's the thing.
Yeah, he wants rusty armor. That's his whole aesthetic.
But if there's a pro versus a con, I mean, I could always self-rust it.
You could just self-rest it.
Can I interrupt? for a
I
minute?
do have minor illusion. I can
I
make it
really
rusty myself.
would like to be visiting the merchants. Well, obviously I can't be in two places at once. Is there any way either we can make sure I get to go to a merchant after the casino?
Yeah, before you guys went to the casino, we talked to you and got a shopping list.
Okay.
Yeah, so I was kind of thinking, Fear and Karen and Sir Thomas might want to get a chance to look
Well,
through.
We have
Things.
collected a shopping list from them.
Everything I need is inside of my master.
Of course.
Knowledge,
We
the
should have-
knowledge that I
We should have
seek,
all known better.
Including the.
Is it
back
powder or
surprise.
liquid?
including the back shots.
Hey, brother.
All-
Is it powder or liquid?
He's a robot, so it's
Hmm.
definitely, but
Oh.
I'm 100 years old.
That goes to your knowledge too.
Never mind.
No, you're fine.
No, never mind. Disregard.
They might have notes.
No,
With the amulet.
I'm afraid for the day that we
That is
actually have to
what
read
we
through
do.
these because there is a point where I'm like, I don't know how well I've
there's a
actually.
reason why I have the link to
Write
all
down
of
the
the,
whole-
all the ones we have, and I take them to ChatGPT and then I put them in and I read them and have, it's not always
That's a good
successful,
idea.
but they tell me synopsis. Although we derail so often, that it oftentimes doesn't make sense.
That's a good idea, though. Maybe I'll like take a few of the ones and like have it.
2d6 extra.
Right in there.
What's new?
Have AI,
It's a
AI,
big vicious
AI on my
great
phone
ass.
now that summarizes text and
Everything's blurry
emails.
to me on your screen.
It's just so weird. I don't like it.
I get mad because what AI has done is shown me why I paid a lot of money to go to school and be very confident when they're like, no monkey, you don't need to do that now. I was surprised, you know, its #1 degree is right now that's unemployed and it was the top paying degree 10 years ago.
Is it IT?
Computer science.
What specific type of armor are you looking for?
They'll never believe AI can do
Sir
their job
Thomas?
for them.
Oh, I believe it.
Sir Thomas, what type of armor are you specifically
Much the
looking for?
biggest.
It might be able to do the
Like a
job, but it wouldn't
magical
be able to
plate
do it
armor.
effectively.
Magical plate.
Well, it'll do what
And we
they
can
need,
still
what
give
they
the
want.
gleaming
It won't
property
help
too,
them
'cause I have to
develop
have
more
gleaming
fine new
armor,
things or
but-
anything else. It'll meet the requirements within the parameter. It'll drop off of anything that confounds it, drops off into a list.
So
but
like
it's
a
still
+1
just
plate
statistics.
or
It just
something.
gets built into
Okay.
the learning curve. And then we sell it with the
Oh, and
known,
also maybe a
with the
+1
flaw, we
shield.
sell it knowing the flaw. That is,
They
Or
changed
just
it from
fucking
the order.
Capitalism.
They tried to therapy via AI too, which is awful.
that's where-
Only give you
well,
7 damage
I
on
don't
crit.
know.
This
here's
one
the,
gives you
here's the
2d6
catch. They know what I do
on
is
every
essentially AI. I do probability, I do plurality. The
Another-
difference is, and
It
I'm
basically
guilty of
was
trying to
double
figure out how to
overall
make this
damage.
universalized, trying to figure out how we can control the Venn diagram of motivations and prioritization as it's seen. AI doesn't have the ability to do that. It goes off our prompts. Emotion in and of itself regulates that based on the moments. When I
These
say
run
that
off
we have our different,
stones, can I just treat the
schema
floating
of how we look at
property
the
as I can
world,
only fire each pistol once every other
if I
round?
insult your mom,
So, like, it
that
takes
jumps
a
on
round to
top of the
recharge.
list from anything else, stuff like that, right?
Yeah.
So that's,
Okay.
or
We'll treat it
insult
like
you or your wife, your children, or whatever. By doing those things, AI can look past that. It says, it goes, are you sure?
Both
Do you,
weapons?
I
Or both
recognize
pistols?
this from all those plural
Can you still use your
bullshit.
psychic daggers?
Do you
if have
mean
both
this?
pistols because you
So-
won't have a free hand?
As we
I
do
haven't had
that,
the
we
free
will
hand to make the
slowly begin to
Okay.
make it so we are all the
I
same
plan on
because
doing
You got a nice
as we were already
selection of
seeing,
grades.
Kinway or
people-
the guy from.
AI is
Uh,
limited.
yes,
That's
I do.
great, that looks real. No, it
Upstairs,
doesn't.
so I just-
I'm showing stuff like this is the most
couple
amazing thing ever. This is 1960s. Freaking
Yeah,
bad
a
art.
couple of.
Well, it doesn't
I've
encourage
got all
critical
kinds of
thinking.
weapons.
Critically creative thinking.
Base
It,
weapons, some of them are
it
magical.
takes
when
you
you've
from
got plus-
going, oh, what did I
plus one
discover?
magic
To, oh, this is
weapons.
wrong. Throw it
We
away.
can get
No,
plus
no
2
discovery.
magic weapons, but they're custom made.
Great axe and I lay it on the counter.
I don't
They
understand the
are
goal,
custom,
but we do have
so
a
they will
person that's
cost
trying to bring
decent-
back
The
the
decent amount of money
concept
that
of
will take some
manufacturing in
time.
the middle class, but during a time when the
It'll
middle
take some
class
time
doesn't
to,
exist.
like, put the magic into it.
And our
What would
manufacturing
you
was,
give me
we've
for this
already been
one,
told
for
that
one
we
of your
will
magic
not
ones?
bring, we will automate all manufacturing jobs, including
It's a
coal.
really
That's
good,
why even West Virginia was
well-maintained
like,
axe.
"That- I'd love it
I
if they
would
brought
have
it back
to
and it
kind
provided
of,
jobs, but to bring it back,
see
and
who
even the
made it
coal
to see
owners
how
are
much
going,
value it
I
has.
realize we're not hiring people, right? They literally told Trump,
Then
we're
you
not
could
hiring anybody.
possibly trade
We're
it
just
in.
gonna upgrade to the modern
But I'll
times.
have to
for
figure it
automation.
out. I will say most of my
Bring up dogs.
my standard axes
Standard
are like.
Well,
for you.
I'll
You
tell
said a
you
great,
what,
you said a
I-
great axe. You have
Yeah, I
I
got
have to carry.
great
anything
axe is
for you,
only
it's going
about
in the
30
glove pocket.
gold.
There's a special.
So you're,
Zach,
okay,
um,
Karen is looking at armor weapons,
got like-
you're looking
I
at
touched it.
So I looked, I was like,
armor.
If you
And
get a
long
bunch of
to the
bag of
lines,
holdings,
so
you
it's got
stitch
more
them
value.
onto your trench coat, and just
It's
have
also
a
got
trench
poison
coat of
on it.
Hold on,
holding.
and I think he can do custom,
Really old poison.
because he said it, remember?
we just broke Zach
I'm
in the
scared.
good way.
I'm scared.
Not bad.
I will
I
say,
got a lot of people.
if you want a
He could
plus
fit
2
back in one.
great axe, you can get one. It
For
will
10
cost about, probably gonna cost about 300.
Give that last shit and he pop out.
Anywhere between 350 to 400 gold, plus 2. I know it's much more, but it's much more.
Jordan doesn't
Man,
need
you
to
guys
bring,
are
so
getting-
he
you
can
guys are
just
getting a
stay
Thieves
in one of the
Guild
pockets.
The rusty
He's in a
edges.
pocket
Yeah.
when I'm running,
You
so
guys
I'm
are
a
getting
little
the
short.
Thieves Guild discount.
He just
Um,
jumps
so
out
it's
and like
about-
falls, so he
About 400
just falls
gold.
out the bottom of my
plus
trench coat.
400 gold.
Try it Optimus Prime, I think, just.
Like, um,
Um,
great axe?
Yeah,
basically have
the
my own
vicious
giant's might.
great axe.
He just climbs.
And I will
up the
give you the
back,
bigger
so I-
favor
it's
for your
really-
hospitality.
I'm really tall,
Put
I'm
a
really
sticker
short,
on it,
I'm
I'll
really
give you an
tall.
it's
extra
an
100
additional
gold.
plus 2 to damage,
Kind of
plus 2 to hit.
That's perfect for,
So
Put
you
an
spend most of his life
extra,
below half-life.
that's
You got the
perfect for your
RP for
brother.
that, that would be amazing.
Faster?
I'm just
Like a
super
bird.
tall and I just
Oh,
super
okay.
short.
Um,
and then I'm super tall
Here's
again.
a little
yeah, I
trench
mean,
coat,
yeah, I can do that. That'll be pretty easy. As I said, I'll have to. It'll be a custom weapon, so I'd say it'll probably take about two days to get everything in. So,
Kind of print city.
so yeah, it'll take about 2 days to get all the magic included into it and
I'd say
do all
bye.
the
It's a burn.
do all the stuff that we got to do with it. So,
Excuse me.
but yeah, no, that's fine. That'll be about you said an extra 100, so for 500, get it done fast. I would say it normally takes about 5 days to do this. So since he's doing it in 2, that'll be where the 100 gold is,
1.2.
making it quick.
Platinum.
So yeah, 500 gold for the that axe, the vicious axe, which I'll write it down. So
Yeah,
that's
million
get it to
gold.
you.
So Luke is paying for the hotels.
I'll pay per view.
Pay for the hotel. We can own a hotel.
We could start our own thieves guild.
Yeah.
I think we
We
should.
just start collecting
And
ancient
then,
magic items and just do like a
he
museum.
looks at you,
Just pay
Kieran.
per view.
Or he looks at you, Oak, to answer your question about the armors. Yeah, I've got several types of magic armor. As you can see behind the wall, he's got about he's got a lot of like he's got a lot of like base stuff, but on like another section of the wall, he's got magic armor that it's clearly says like magic armor. And it's definitely got like the steel. These are steel bars. Like these are not iron. These are steel. He's just like I had a lot of attempts to try and get those breaking out, so I paid a pretty penny to get those set. You see a let me go back to that first page. I will say that all of these magic items I'm about to list are rare. The rarity of them. The first one that you see is like a
I'm only looking at plate.
plate. Okay.
If any of them aren't plate, just kind of skipping over it.
Okay. Let's see.
I just need that comfort of being, I just having it as a tank top.
I've never worn a taint top.
So you're not getting anything, Jordan?
He's a tank top.
I'm an aesthetic.
We'll get him
You
approached
already
in
did
pugilism.
No,
Okay.
I told him what I was looking for.
Yeah.
Okay.
He was looking for like a +1
Yeah.
plate armor and a +1 shield.
We'll add a +2 great sword to the list also.
Okay.
That's the only thing I want is I want to find, I want those.
Yeah, no, I got mine.
Because I
What do
definitely
you like?
like
I want to, you remember those really cool gauntlets he gave him that gave him the plus damage?
The
They gave him-
brace-
Oh yeah, you will have to give those back, but you can buy those from the guild.
No, I'll buy those then. I'll get
Yeah, you can buy those from the guild.
Jordan,
Looking for specifically plate.
I've been to inventory.
Jordan, what are you buying from the?
Whatever those little,
Yeah, braces of The gloves of the pugilist.
He does say, so there is a +1 plate armor that he does have +1 plate armor. There is one that you do see that looks,
So you're purchasing shirts from the guild.
looks really nice. Like it's, it almost is like, so not like steel plate. This is like made of some type of keratin.
Sounds like I have a recipe.
So like, looks natural, but looks very sturdy. Like this is, very, very sturdy, almost like rhinoceros horn.
Definitely.
Looks kind of similar plate armor, very animalistic.
Smaller.
Does it have a name in D&D?
looks
Some ways to
chitinous
make it next
almost.
time too.
Does it have a
So I'm gonna
name
get
in
foil.
It does have a name. I will give it to you here in a second.
Sorry, just interesting.
But I'm not going, I'll give you the name, I'll let you look it up, and then I'll let you decide whether or not you want it. So
They have is worthless.
this particular armor was owned by one other person. He sold it and then died 3 days later because he was not wearing this armor.
So I get a discount because it's dead.
Let's not the guy died. I mean, I'll still give you a slight discount because I mean, it's used. The armor is scorpion armor.
I've been waiting for someone to use this. Oh, I don't have it on D&D Beyond. Shit.
I will tell you exactly what this does because I have it pulled up right now.
Scorpion.
The armor improves your combat readiness, granting you a +5 bonus to initiative as long as you aren't incapacitated. These are the pros. There is a con.
What is this
Oh,
for?
yeah.
What source?
So this is the
Scorpion.
armor he's wanting to buy.
This is from, I think it's, Tomb of Annihilation.
Yeah.
Armor plus
The
5
armor
bonus to
doesn't
initiative.
impose disadvantage on your dex checks, your stealth dex checks. The armor doesn't impose disadvantage on saving throws made to resist the effects of extreme heat. It is cursed armor. Whenever you have to make a DC 15 Constitution saving throw. This is whenever you put it on or take it off. Taking anywhere between it is 10d10 plus 45 poison damage on a failed save or half as much damage on a successful one. Only a wish spell can remove the armor's curse. Plate consists of shaped interlocking metal plates that cover the entire body. Gauntlets, heavy leather boots, visored helmet, thick layers of padding underneath the armor, buckle straps. It's the whole set.
Do you have the poisoner feet by chance? Because then you'll have to worry about it.
I have resistance to poison them.
Ooh,
So
yeah,
he'll only,
Yeah.
half
if
a
he
quarter.
fails, he'll still only take half damage. If he succeeds, he takes a quarter.
So it can never fully kill me.
It can never
Well,
fully kill you.
good.
But it's only when you
Good.
take it on and take it off. So if you ever take the armor off. Even with the discount, because this, I'm not gonna lie to you, this armor is technically cursed. When I put it on the identified spell, it is cursed.
You say cursed and your eyes just light up with joy.
It's Israel.
It is cursed weapons armor with this magic armor, and it has a pretty hefty.
That might be more
um,
style.
has a pretty hefty con to it, but it does have some pretty good positives to it. This particular set of armor, I'm going to set out because it's only had one other owner. I'm going to set it at about 2,000.
The whole event.
I just saw that. That's funny as
Before I take it, are there any other note?
So it's not a plate armor. You do notice a shield that really kind of catches your eye. It is. Come on.
We found this out
Go to the
because
next
I think
page.
How to get the highest AC possible.
Yeah.
And I
You do
found
see another shield. So I do also have this shield since you're looking to kind of, you're kind of a, I know you're a tiny kobold, but you just look buff. Like you look like you're just freaking jacked.
I can prove it.
And with that, I'm gonna use Giant Smite and just go wider instead.
Oh,
And I'm gonna be in the background, just like in the guy's periphery as it says it. I'm just gonna start flexing. Like,
yeah, it's like it's still in your Rex costume.
yeah.
You're looking lean over there, bud.
At least you got noticed.
So when I tried to identify this one, there was a glitch in this. It said shield of missile something, but there was a question mark in the item.
Snaring.
It could be
It could be anything.
it could be either snaring, attraction, or deflection. I've not quite figured out which one it is.
I pull out an arcane cannon, like we can test it.
Is somebody gonna hold it?
I'll do it. You can.
I'm not holding shit.
Until just casually walks outside the door until this is done.
Yeah, you can hold it if you want to and test this.
Yeah, you can go ahead and hold it too, buddy.
You're gonna equip this.
Yeah.
I'll tell you right now, this is a shield of missile attraction.
Good.
This is also a cursed item.
Well, so
He's all
Man,
about,
how would
he's
you-
all about
I
them
don't know
cursed
if we
items.
Because I equipped it, does that mean I'm about to it with
I
the
watch the
curse?
door and I peer in through the
I'm
window that no one's
looking.
supposed to be able to see through, but I can see through.
The shield is cursed.
You're just up
Attuning it,
against
or
the window.
you have to attune to it.
Okay.
Attuning to it curses you until you
Oh,
are
wait.
targeted by a removed curse
We need
spell
to
or
remove
similar
all the
magic.
poisons first.
It doesn't say that it is force.
Okay.
Removing the shield fails to end. Let's see. Removing the shield fails to end the curse on you. Whenever an attack with a ranged weapon targets a creature within 10 feet of you, the curse causes you
You're
to
going to be
become the target.
A broken curse.
Okay. Let me finish
Poisons
reading this
before
to
the
you.
second goes on.
So while holding
Okay,
this
hold on.
shield, you have resistance to damage from attacks made with ranged weapons. The curse is that whenever an attack with a ranged weapon targets a creature within 10 feet of you, the curse causes you to become the target instead.
That's fucking perfect.
That's kind of awesome.
Yeah,
Really
shields require the utilized
Wait, that's
action
my-
of Don or Doff. You gain the armor class benefit of
I get
shield
3
only if
uses
you
of my
have
rune
training
shield.
with it. It doesn't have like a
This is
+1 or a
awesome.
+2. It's just a standard shield rare. It says it's just a rare magic item. It doesn't give a +1 or a +2. But it is a shield of missile attraction.
That could be actually be fun.
All right, I'm holding it.
I'm gonna take a couple seconds practicing drawing from like my trench coat.
Okay.
Wait, should we get out of the store?
Please.
As I'm about to pull the trigger and say that, and I'm like,
Hey, hold up! Don't go out the front because these arcane cannons are not for sale to commoners. It's only for the thieves guild. I have a back alley for you to trace. So, he walks out. He opens up the back door. He leads you and you out. And you have
get a
an
really wide low stance.
you have an open alleyway to shoot this.
Is this just like a buckler shield, a tower shield? Just out of curiosity.
Whatever you want it.
Whatever you want it to be.
Big power shield.
For that, it'll be
Big tower
aesthetic.
shield.
Yeah, this will be aesthetic.
Just holding it in front of me like a riot shield.
Yeah. It is as tall as you. So it's like
Oh,
you're holding,
yeah.
it is like you're holding. So for your size, it's like it's straight. But if you go in Giant Smite, it's more of a buckler shield. For your current size, it's like a full tower shield.
My items grow with me, so I'm a walking wall. Yes.
Dozen 28 hit.
Yes.
Yeah.
I would hope so.
Me too.
It's certainly hope so.
If it doesn't,
Do you have
I am
Misty
bringing
Step or anything?
I'm bringing
I'm
Gunter
just
into
wondering
this.
if somebody
Um,
fires something at you and you misty step out of the way. If it
19.
hits that target.
Hold on, I'm
Whoever
sorry.
you're.
Gunter takes the
whoever's
target
on
back a few days.
19 damage.
Okay. So you have resistance
So-
to damage with ranged weapons, so you'll only take half of this. Whatever half of 19 is, it's 10. I think
Is it round up or down?
rounds down for you guys. Rounds
I look
just
over.
9.
Did you do it yet?
I mean, it seems to
I
go.
fire again.
true to- I mean, it seems to
Now I
work.
have Vex, so I get advantage.
Do you sneak attack?
There's a 29 hit.
Yeah.
Oh wait, I got
It seems like the shots are doing its job. I mean, it's definitely maybe it's I don't know, maybe it's just a shield of missile deflection. I don't know. It just seems like it's going
Oh
to
my
you, and
Jesus.
seems like it's going to you, and it's going off your shield. I don't know exactly what's going on.
22 damage.
Is that half?
No, that's total. And then you got to make a Dex 18 save.
Why? Why?
66 of
Oh, also,
Oh, I passed.
weren't you looking for a bow for your arrows?
No, I was looking
Yeah, for a crossbow.
Hand crossbow. I'm seeing stuff here. Yeah, but I'm waiting till Sinead.
Oh, I passed. 19. What are you
almost
trying
like
to
you're
do?
the brains of the outfit.
I removed a die to do a
Besides
trip.
What?
Shooting his
I
toe.
removed the sneak attack die to try to trip him.
Trying to shoot his big toe.
We have fun and then we go back inside.
Yeah. I'm gonna for all intents and purposes, like I said, it always said shield of missile question mark. It could be shield of deflection. I don't.
I found one.
So the armor was 2,000. I'll say the shield was like same. I'll say it was the same price as the bag of holding. How much was your heavy?
The bag was 3. The other one was 4.
All right, so I'll say it was 4 for the shield.
So 2,400 total.
Yeah.
Do you have enough?
But you got plenty of money.
Do you have enough to cover that?
Technically, in my inventory, I only have 2 platinum and over 1,000 gold and 1,460
How
gold.
much was it? 2,400? Is that what you said?
Yeah, 2,400 total.
You're good.
Oh, I'm so excited.
Big Daddy Rec Deck with the big money bags Rec Deck.
Just
Which, by the
gold-
way,
gold coins.
So out of the pit block, and then after-
so we'll go
You
ahead.
just start flicking it out of the weeds.
Go ahead and tell me
Yeah.
what you want, or what do you want to do, and then was Renee want to get it?
Yes, I am.
What are you doing first?
Well, I pay attention to this one here. If she goes near a mirror, I'm breaking the motherfucker.
You don't see any mirrors, but you do see a bunch of reflective surfaces like glass panes. I think could be considered mirrors.
So we need to get first of all, we need that device fixed.
Yes.
So the
Yeah, that's getting done. We're
first
just
dot-
assuming
yeah.
that's getting done.
first dot gone, second dot kept.
Yes.
So what kind of elaborate hand crossbows does this guy have?
Just tell him what you want.
Yeah. What do you want?
Make this easy.
I want 2 of them.
To what? Like specific?
Well, I want one of one type and one of another.
He
I would
has-
like the hand crossbow of 9 Life Stealer.
what rarity is that?
Oh my God. I'm just-
What's its
How much poison you
bonus?
just took?
You know what sort of 9 Life Stealer
Yeah,
does?
you're gonna need that long rest.
You hit an injured person, they fail on their saving throw.
Luckily, I
You can
resist
instantly
they
help
die.
somebody.
Yeah,
So
so,
And you're gonna need that long rest.
It's purple.
yeah.
It's a crossbow.
It's a hand crossbow. 9 Life Stealer
Can you
hand
please
crossbow.
advance?
You can only do it
Huh.
potentially up to 9 times though.
yeah,
So.
I already put it in.
Well, it is perfect for
Zach,
death.
I go ahead and equip
So-
the armor. You just see
You're
me
looking
punch
for-
over in pain, just right off the bat. I went ahead and tuned to the scorpion armor.
So you're looking for a
Okay.
nice steel crossbow.
How
I'm
much?
assuming.
How did you figure out the damage on
Oh, he doesn't have this.
Huh.
How did you drop it?
Just do the vicious and the other.
Oh, well, I'm trying to get one of the
I took
certain depth,
111
like he showed me,
damage.
and
Every time you put it on or take it off, you had to make a Constitution saving
but
throw.
when you
or
damage
take
creatures
that
and attacks,
much.
you can
I'll say that
crossbow
one-
target can't.
And I did
regain
not
hit
save.
points before the start of your next turn.
So you take full
Jared.
damage?
Yeah.
What is the other one you want to think? I'll say that he doesn't have 9 lives skill one, but what is the other one?
I need
What is
the
the
initiative boost. I have a
Huh?
+3.
And he's worthless. Decent.
What was the other one?
This
you
is what I
want?
bought, Zach.
Yeah, that's awesome. I love the vicious stuff.
It's called Weapon of Certain
Actually,
Death
damage is
crossbow,
just
hand
amazing.
crossbow.
The vicious dagger with the
Yeah,
light
you gotta
properties.
hit it
Certain
first.
death? What does that one do?
What's that?
What does that one do?
Nothing good.
When you damage a creature with an attack using this magic hand crossbow, the target can't regain hit points until the start of your next turn.
That one he has.
I'm sure he does.
But the offset is it doesn't have a plus bonus then.
Right.
Yeah.
I'll say he has that one, and then he has like a +1. He has a
No
+1
vicious
magic.
I feel
hand crossbow?
Huh?
No vicious hand crossbow?
111
I haven't
damage.
If you live.
that one. What's that?
He didn't have the
Okay.
9 lives, so he
That
It
one-
does the extra like
So
2d6.
so
Don't ever
he's
take it off.
getting a vicious great
I
axe, but
luckily
that
don't.
one's gonna take time to
Oh, he's
make.
getting it made.
So if he wants to get it made, he can.
Yeah.
It'll take 5 days to make unless he gives him a little bit extra money, and then he can get it down to 2. He paid him extra to get it down to 2.
I think you. Oh, I'm gonna use the point where it down.
Can we wait 2 minutes? Please wait. I've got stuff that
Because we gotta break the
Yo,
museum, guys.
Spice is jonesing to burn this place.
I
We
know.
gotta break the museum.
You do still have to go to the museum, which I have a
We
fun
might-
little surprise there.
We might run this
Oh,
bitch
God.
by the time we're done.
I have a fun little surprise at the museum.
If you wanna hold off on my stuff.
So yeah,
Next.
we would need a vicious hand crossbow.
What do you want?
I'll let
Tell me
him
what you
finish.
want.
I'm gonna let him
So
finish.
tell me
first.
what you want, what you really want.
Well, if he wants to get the vicious crossbow, like I said, that'll take
Yeah,
2
well,
days,
when
but then you can also get the one with certain death.
I need pricing here. I'm not
Right,
just buying something.
I'll say that how much was the vicious great axe that I told you about?
Like 350 to
400.
400.
You said
400, 500 to get it in 2
Yes.
days. I'll say that the hand crossbow is, so I'll say that the
Atonement.
plus, I'll say if it was just a +1 magic crossbow, I'd say it would be
At this point.
I can't. I need it.
200.
It's a +1. Just
If you want to have the
plus
two.
a plus
My
100
wisdom
to
and
get it
intelligence
in 2
save
days.
throws are the
To the
So that's for the
Was
vicious
that
one.
Yeah, that's the vicious one. So that one's
Alright.
300.
And the
Um,
weapon of certain death.
I thought it was just
I'll say that one is, what is the rarity on that one?
being like
Blue.
different character.
Blue, so it's rare. 500.
Yeah.
I know, but dude,
That
that
was
is
500. So
one more
800
person.
in total.
I'm out of the fight.
I know that the rarity, like rare magic items, are much more expensive than because you were telling me I don't know prices, so
I know.
I basically gave you guys a shit ton of money
So
and just let you buy shit.
So basically, uncommon is like in the hundreds.
Yeah.
Next one up's in the thousands, and the next one up's in the
Yeah.
10,000.
So you guys are
The
basically
armors.
getting like a
Or
like
like-
a-
So the turn-
Fees
turn-
discount.
yeah, you guys are
So
getting
how
a
much
decent-
are we
He
looking
just
at?
turned it in.
800 total.
Yeah.
It was
you've got
300.
plenty.
Sorry, what?
Yeah.
I know.
You got
So if
15
I-
grand, dude.
If I give him 1,000, can I have it in a day?
It takes 2 days to make the vicious crossbow.
So what you're saying is he's whacking.
Yes.
He's only one guy. He's
That-
doing
that
custom
vicious hand
orders.
crossbow better come with a plus to it.
Yeah.
I gave him an extra day. I get +1.
If you give him 1,000, he'll add up. It will make it a +2.
I give him a
Plus
1,000.
two.
I don't
Also, we can
care.
buy augments.
Yeah, that's what he's doing.
Oh, well, shit.
And then
So I looked
Can
at
you
the
upgrade my arcane cannons?
You can get him up to a +1 because it's still experimental technology.
Can I use a laser pistol?
That's basically an arcane cannon.
How does he
And
react
then-
if I put misery up there?
I don't think he would
Can you make augments to
do
this?
you put it on the identify tablet?
Probably because I don't know where I'm putting it. Too short to look over.
You put it on the identify tablet and it is and you guys will all hear this verbally. You put it on the identify tablet
I don't know.
and you hear,
because that's what I did.
you hear, this mace
This is the PG
That's why I'm
version.
like, I'm
okay with
Carrying
devil or
Headmaster Jiraiya.
gonna a bug game. Asmodeus is a devil or a demon?
Archdevil.
Archdevil. This is a devilish two-headed mace made and imbued with the magic of Asmodeus.
What's happening?
I am just simply an identifying spell.
You.
You three heard that.
What's
This weapon was a devilish weapon imbued with the magic
of Asmodeus, the archdevil,
Good, Sir
and
Thomas is not there.
that there is a being residing in his mace.
It doesn't say anything about stealing souls, does it?
That's
Mainly
what I
where
was
he does
listening-
the dragon soul.
No.
Jake's like, please no, please no. He's like,
Please no.
shit.
Please no. This is just a basic identify spell.
All right.
It's not, it's 840 or something.
Okay. Just very quickly, what were you looking for? Warren.
I'd like a weapon. A very cool weapon, if possible.
What?
Something that.
You gotta be.
Well, I know,
Here,
I'm getting there, hold up.
You look
So-
for it.
I need something that's gonna be like at least a +1, but I also would like a shield as well. I don't need anything super special, but I can.
Yeah, just use the search option.
Yeah.
Tell me what you want.
I
do
had
his.
something else I wanted to at least see if you could
Do his
go
once
to
she's looking
your
hers up.
flame tongue long
Yeah, 'cause
sword.
I,
Well,
you
what
didn't
is
finish yours, that's why I was
the
like, I can
rarity
wait
of
till
it?
it's fresh.
It's blue.
Blue.
Like, I don't.
Yeah, I'll say that that's a
blue. Or that great guy.
flame tongue is blue
Have two
apparently.
that
Yeah,
Yeah,
it is.
it is.
It's like 62,000.
Um,
I need time to.
Which
like,
makes
look
more
through
Sword,
sense.
I
for
don't
blue.
need-
it.
That'll
I was
be.
thinking about that.
Well, it's like
That's why I was
weapons and
wondering,
armor
kind of-
shoot up to a level like
Oh, yeah.
Anderson's position.
This is one that they bring.
That'll be 600 for the flame.
Well,
600
I
for
cursed
flame.
beyond belief.
And then you said you wanted
I like
+1
your
plate
shield,
and
though.
+1 shield.
I
Yeah,
guarantee you like taking
That'll
that
be
one
another
off.
600, so it'll be 1200 total.
done.
Okay.
Listen, I like my curses.
Just when you get your time, let me know what kind of rings he has available. I'm looking for the up armor because
Like a ring of protection.
I have a cloak protection
I'm
already.
looking for a -2 charisma ring.
Sure you are.
I don't want nothing to do with that -2.
I just want
Minus
something that
2
might be
charisma
able to
plus
bump my
3
AC
riz.
up.
Plus it adds
And see
something
where
stoned
I'm
out
at. My
nether regions.
Okay.
But it turns into
I'll have to look
turns
into it.
into a
but we can do
tiara
that
if
next
you're a
session.
whale.
Yeah,
Um,
let me look, cause I need time to
Okay.
kind of just decide what I wanna get.
I
It'd be like
accidentally closed down
Spaceballs.
Restream,
Put it
but
down
so I'll
by
just say it
Here,
audibly.
you go. Spaceballs.
We're gonna go ahead and end it
And
now.
that's why I was like, I don't know what I.
Thank you guys, everybody, for watching that one nonsense. And we will be back again. You all have a good night.
Have a good one, guys.
Have a good
This
one.
week, y'all.